It seems to me that I heard some talking at the end of the Thanksgiving table. It was Aunt Betty May say I still don't got a job. Meanwhile, she steals her neighbor's cable. It seemed to me that I heard insults coming from the tables left. It was Cousin Sherry saying I need to get married, but her breath is why her husband left. You best watch your fucking mouth at this table. Watch your fucking mouth. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Watch your fucking mouth, or you'll be complaining about how a turkey broke your fucking neck. Oh, now Dad wants to shit talk to me. Yeah, he wants to shit talk too. Yeah, his breath done been funky, and his teeth have been gunky ever since I was 2. I'm tired playing nice with you assholes. I'm tired of being kind. I will flip this table and make all y'all disabled. Shut your ass up and let's eat dinner tonight. You best watch your fucking mouth at this table. Watch your fucking mouth. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Watch your fucking mouth, or you'll be complaining about how a turkey broke your fucking neck. Y'all getting tired of too bold coming at me. Watch your tongue, watch what you say, because I will blow this fucking turkey. Keep on trying me, keep on testing me. RT, I won't give you a reason for a new breathing tube. Shut your smelly ass up, daddy. Don't trim your nose hair. It ain't gonna be no happy Thanksgiving if y'all stupid motherfuckers keep testing me. Keep on. This ain't what you want. Watch your fucking mouth at this table. Watch your fucking mouth. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Watch your fucking mouth, or you'll be complaining about how a turkey broke your neck.
carry-ons, but we carry hope. No politics, but y'all should probably vote. Don't involve me, I live for the stereo. Right side, left side, middle path, adios. No label when you living independent. Rent is too damn high for my pension. Like the lottery, the way it just rubs off. Opposite of Jimmy McMillan, I take the gloves off. And take some cheap shots, fighting for the beatbox. I'm throwing down harder than the dude who beat Brock. I'm more able though, but still murderous. On the beat.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the KHuck cast. I am your host, Miss KHuck. Hello, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Hello. Hope everybody is doing good. Everybody hear me okay? Are we good? That rent do be... What? That rent do be too damn high for disabled vets pension. What are you talking about, Star? What? I'm confused. Anyway, oh, are you talking about in the song? Oh, okay, never mind. My bad. I wasn't sure what you guys were what you were talking about there for a second. My bad. Anyway, hello, everybody. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. Again, like I said, happy Thanksgiving Eve. For those who are cooking, apparently Star Sprinter is cooking. I hope that everything turns out well. You don't panic. That are cooking tomorrow or tonight or whenever, and also that you enjoy yourself. So, I am here tonight. I am very excited. Have all of you properly stuffed your turkeys? I'll stuff your turkey, people. That's what I'll do. Anyway, hi people. I hope that you are enjoying yourself too there, sir. I'm an amazing cook. I use garlic. Ooh. Do you make, like a garlic butter with it, Star? Do you like melt butter and put garlic and stuff in it? That's what I did. It was awesome. I did that this year for, our Friendsgiving. It was amazing. Fantastic. Don't touch my turkey, bruh. Very true. Hello, everybody. Let me say hi to the chat real quick. Let's see who we got here. Jojo, Star Sprinter, like I just said, Zero Core, Bubby, Lamp, Lexinator, Cool Anime Girls. Who else we got? Blue Jay. Miss Liana, of course. Mr. Hucklebuck, hello dear. Phobia, Peepaw. Hold on, why did it skip on me? Me, Joe Schmo. I love that name. And yeah, there you go. Awesome. And Mr. Wookie. Hello, Wookie. Well, let's just say that my turkey is well basted and buttered up. That's good to hear, Peepaw. I'm very happy for you. I'm great. Jesus Christ. Anyway, hope you guys are all doing good tonight. So, we do have a bit of a show for you today. Or tonight. Whatever. We do have a bit of a show. I will get to all that here in just a few minutes, but first, just a couple of announcements real quick. Obviously not going to be streaming tomorrow because tomorrow's Thanksgiving, going to be out and about and all that other wonderful jazz. But I do plan on being back on Friday. At some point. I'm not sure when, though. It might be sometime during the day. Might be in the evening again. Don't know. So we'll see. But, I'm not sure what we're going to do on Friday. I'm thinking maybe just like a chill stream or something, or we'll figure something out. So I'm sure that we can find something. But yeah, so that's my plan, is to stream sometime on Friday. Be on the lookout for it. Let me know which, and we'll decide from there. Or I may not stream. We'll figure out something else to do. So, we'll see. Okay. All right. So, before we get to the main topic for tonight, I do have an update for you guys. I did promise you an update about the Himpleton stuff that we covered last night. I do plan on going over all that, and we'll get to all that here in just a minute. But first, I want to show off these tweets here. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. Oh, hold on. Sorry, chat. I thought that I had it pulled up here. I guess it didn't. Oh, yes, it did. Okay, never mind. So the first thing that I want to show off is this tweet. Why is it not coming up? Hold on. Back up. Try that again, shall we? Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but apparently this was going around today, and I don't know why this happens, or if this is a trend, or if this is just for Thanksgiving. I'm assuming it is. So, I don't know if anybody has seen this or not, but YouTube creators tweeted out earlier today, add a creator you're thankful for. And of course, Miss Liana put us, or put me. Thank you, Liana. Thank you. I saw that right before we started, and I thought that was very, very sweet. Thank you. And I am thankful for you too, my dear. I hope you know that. Yes. Yes, we love Liana Squatchin. We stand Liana in this house. Hi, Squatchin. Hello, my dear. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're feeling all right. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So I wanted to show that off, but thank you, Liana. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So the other thing that I want to get to, real quick, chat, is I don't know if anybody is aware of this. I meant to talk about this last night, but you're learning to animate. Yeah, how's that? Is that going along okay? I was going to ask you about that earlier. So, for those of you who do not know, Mr. Badwick tweeted out earlier this week that they were potentially looking for the 5th member for Wall Smashers. For those of you who have not heard or had not seen Badwick's Twitter, Maggot has officially left the Wall Smashers for the time being. Don't know if she'll be back or not, but so Badwick is in the process of looking for potentially that 5th spot. He tweeted out the nominations. This was on the 25th. He tweeted out the nominations, and this is what he had so far. Red Hood, Gigi on Wheels, Beavers. Oh my God, can you imagine if Beavers actually went on Wall Smashers? Oh my God, I'm not gonna lie, that'd be pretty entertaining. Nintendo Mail. Me, myself, and I. Yeah, I'm apparently in the running. We'll see how that goes. Bunny, Miss Bunny, yay, Bunny. Flatley would be perfect for Wall Smashers. I'm surprised he's not already. Niece Lone Wolf. Kaylee. Now, for those of you who do not know, I know you did, Liana. Thank you. Yes, you did nominate me. You did nominate me for that. I appreciate it. For those of you who do not know, Kaylee is Badwick's spouse, girlfriend, longtime partner. They're not married anyway. But yeah, that's Badwick's significant other. We'll say that. Xylee. Oh, God. There ain't no way Xylee would do that. Oh, my God. Although, again, not gonna lie, would be rather entertaining. Seth. Seth would also be very entertaining. Mike the Bike. Mike the Bike's a good one. Twyla Midna or Twiddly Medina. She'd be a great... Oh, Himpleton. Oh, Jesus, Himpleton. Yeah, Himpleton ain't gonna do... Yeah, no. No. No, I don't see that happening. But, I mean, hey, you never know. You never know. Oracle, Lord Oracle, that'd be a good one. Miss Pizzle. Miss Pizzle would be a good one. That'd be funny. Nerdy John. Oh, I think that'd be great, too. That'd be yeah. Abby Blackbird. You know what? I think I don't know. I can see that working. Maybe. We'll see. Lamp. Our homie Lamp. Lamp is also in the running. Huggy, his return. Oh, Jesus, Badwick, I swear. And Mr. Sen. So those are currently the nominations that we are aware of for the potential 5th position of Wall Smashers. And Badwick also tweeted out earlier today that him and Byrne, I think on Friday, are going to do a stream on Friday to discuss said nominations, and they're going to have... I guess they're going to talk about it, so be on the lookout for that for Friday on Badwick's channel. So, yeah. And the other thing I wanted to show off was this. So, I don't know who made this. I don't know who did it, but somebody's going to hell. That I can already tell that this is going to be really bad. This is going to be perverted. Somebody's going to hell. I'm just putting that out there. I can feel it. So this was tweeted out earlier. Badwick tweeted this out. Now, I have not heard this yet. I'm scared, though, chat. I'm scared. I don't know what this is. but it involves apparently it's got Badwick and Burn and Peepaw in this. So let's see here. Let's see what happens.
I'm not mad. So, who fucked it? I'm not mad. I just want to know.
You're really not mad?
No. I'm fucking livid! None of you fuckholes knew what you're doing!
Oh god, I'm gonna die, chat. I'm dying. I'm dying. Help me, help. Oh, that got me. Oh, Badwick. Oh god, who made this? That's what I want to know. Who made this? Oh, that's great. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that was worth it. Totally worth it. Yeah, 100%. That was amazing. Oh god. Oh, what else was I gonna show you? Okay, hold on. Gotta get my stuff together here, Chad. Okay, here we go. All right, so just a couple of different things that I had pulled up for, just to kind of lighten the mood a little bit. Thanksgiving is coming up, so here's a life hack. Walmart is giving out free turkeys to anyone who can outrun security. Yep. This short is brought to you by You Done Fucked Up, a subsidiary of Skeletor TM. True. Very true, Battle. You're heading to Walmart right now, Pidgey? Yeah, okay. So yeah, there you go. Anybody who can outrun security, go for it. I mean, no, I disavow. I disavow. No. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm sorry, chat. I lost my train of thought here. My bad. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, no, I disavow, but yeah, I thought that was funny. Okay, so the other one that I have here is one of my favorites. This is a great meme. It's from, I'm assuming, Family Guy, and it's who wants to try some of my butthole bread. That's why can I see Peepaw pulling this meme up or being sent this meme? And him not knowing what the hell to do with this, and him just being bewildered on how to react. I can totally see that happening. You know what I can see, chat? I can totally see Purple Paw Prince sending this to Peepaw and catching him off guard, because she's done it before. Or Squatchin. I can see somebody, not just Purple or Squatchin, but somebody doing that. Yeah. Hello, Victor. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving with lots of butthole bread. Thank you. Thank you. Now we would double down. I bet Granny Riv makes one hell of a stuffing. Oh, yeah, I bet. I don't doubt that for a minute. And last but not least, just a little something to remember for those who are overseas and all of that. For not everyone goes home for Thanksgiving. Don't forget those who can't go home. And yes, it's for our soldiers. So I thought that was sweet, so I wanted to show that off too. So there you go, chat. There you go. All right. So now we get to the topic before the main topic here. All right. So I told you guys last night at the end of the stream that I may have an update for you, a Himpleton update. That was kind of sort of in the works in the background a little bit, and I'm kind of, I don't know how to word this, but I do intend on updating you, and I'm going to tell you what happened. So, brief story. Himpleton randomly messaged me Sunday morning at 4:45 in the morning my time. I think it was about 5:45 his, something like that. It was super, super early in the morning. And I didn't see it until after I woke up. And him and I have not talked really. Well, I mean, we had, but not in DMs for like at least a couple weeks or something to that degree. Because again, life just got ahead of us and life got busy. And as we found out last night, going over this, obviously he was getting himself into shit, right? So, again, had no idea about any of this until he DM'd me. Now, I would have found out about it again, like I said, probably sometime soon after, but I had a good... So, after this was when I started to kind of question what was going on, right? Did he DM you his plans to blow up Gotham City? No. So, I am going to read you, chat, what was said here. Now, it's not anything bad. It's not anything that will get him into more shit or anything. It's not anything like that. It's just an update as to what he told me. Now, there was a possibility that him and I were going to have a call and talk about this, and I was going to ask him some questions about what was going on and to get his side of the story. He didn't want to do that. He didn't want to have a conversation, or a recorded conversation, I should say. So we started talking about potentially talking, and then this is when it get brought up. Now, I'm not going to show the DMs, right? I don't like to show DMs. I don't like to do any of that. So I will just read to you what the conversation was. So, yes, because conversations go so well for him. Exactly, and Stan, I know. And again, listen, this is me coming off of me just finding out about everything. This was Sunday morning when, things started getting tweeted out about this and people started reacting to everything. So I caught it. So I had no idea what any of this was about. No clue. So here is the conversation that we had. This was at 4:43 in the morning on Sunday. How are you? Hello, I'm all right. How are you? And then shortly after that was when I saw a thumbnail that Sliggins had made, or was gonna show off, and he was gonna stream that day, right? This is the thumbnail. I'll show that. So this is the thumbnail that I saw on Sunday, looking at Sliggins' Twitter, and I was like, what on earth happened here? So I, of course, got curious, and so I just asked him, what is this? He says, the latest of people backstabbing me because I'm in heat. Yay. I'm doing terrible. So I said, what happened? He replied, not sure if you saw the new Beckett vid, but me trying to let down Goblin easy in a retarded way bit me in the ass, and Beckett and Xylee confronted me last night. I said, no, I haven't. Ooh, that's bad. I was thinking of reacting to it at some point. So that he was referring to Beckett's video. If he had asked me if I'd seen it yet, and I hadn't. Then he says, feel free to just please let me know if you become against me or change your mind about me. Now keep in mind here, chat, I had talked to him maybe a day or two after the interview that I had with him. Okay? Because there was something that came up that he was wanting to know about. I talked to him about it, and that was pretty much it. After that, we hadn't talked. So it had been maybe a little over a week, maybe, that we had talked. If I were to put a date on it, I don't know. But I legitimately was just so confused when he said this to me, right? So I, again, had no idea any of this was going on. Literally, so many people have just completely flipped out on me and haven't given me the basic respect to even tell me, so I'd appreciate the closure. So, of course, I get even more confused. Now, I will say this, though, chat, as a disclaimer. We're going to get to it. I had permission to talk about this from Himpleton. Okay? Again, like I said, I don't want to show off. I don't want to show DMs. That's the thing that I would like to avoid doing. So that is why I'm reading them off. But I want to preface that I did have permission to read these. So, KHuck, I think we are stuck on in the heat comment. Yeah. So I appreciate the closure. I said, well, if Xylee and Beckett confronted you about it, then they felt they needed to, which, of course, we found out now that was, in fact, the case. He tried to say some bullshit about them, and they had every right to confront him, as we know now. But they felt the need to. I personally have been dealing with some other ish at the moment, so I haven't been paying any attention. Sorry. They wouldn't just confront you out of nowhere. That's not how they operate. Then he responds, I'm not talking about Xylee and Beckett. I'm talking about actual friends or people I talk to who are now using everything I've talked to embarrass and pack watch me. Xylee and Beckett's confrontation was justified. I've been retarded and I recognize that. Now, chat, again, I was very much confused, right? And I said, oh no. He responds, I'm just talking about friends, quote unquote, who have very publicly flipped, leaked private stuff, etc. I said, well, I'll watch it and see what happens. And I said, Then he says, yeah, just like if you become completely adverse to me, please let me know so I can know. I enjoy talking to you and everything, but I get it. I'm just so done with surprises. And I said, okay. He said, thanks. A little while later, I can't remember what I saw. I think I saw something on Twitter about, I think I just saw like everything blowing up at that point. So I messaged him like 10 minutes later and I said, okay, what is going on? What happened? He says, I got snaked and raped, basically. He says basy, but I think he meant basically. How? Why? I'm so confused. Is this in relation to what you said to me? Oh, this was the next day. I'm sorry. This was the following day. My bad. This was on the 25th. I said, is this in relation to what you said to me yesterday? He said, yeah, people released private calls and leaked a shit ton of stuff. This was yesterday, chat. This was yesterday. So I said, okay, hold up. Back up a bit. Can we have a call about this? I'm so confused and just want to be caught up and understand what happened here. He said, sure. So I tried to call him. He didn't answer. So I said, calling now. You can record this if you want. Okay, call me back when you can. That's all I said. Then he responds, sorry, I've not slept all night and I'm finally falling asleep, but can call soon. I said, okay. He said, hey, can we talk tomorrow if you're up for it, but I also understand if you're done. And I said, I can talk for a bit tomorrow, but it will have to be in the evening if that is okay. I'm going to record this as well, just an FYI. In that case, I probably will not, just so you know. I really do not want to be content for people anymore. What I can do is give you some context people have not shed. And this is what he says here. Here's the context no stream has or seems to care about. Get ready for this, chat. Context, ZV call. I was getting blackmailed by ZV, which led to an almost 4-hour call where he causes me to have a mental breakdown. I think Himpleton wanted you to break up with him and KHuck wasn't taking the hint. Looky, goddamn it. So I was like, then he continues. He said, okay, so I sent the ZV call to Ace Howler. He got really concerned for me seeing an obvious mental breakdown and showing it to Sam and Amos behind the scenes. They then called me with the sole intention to check in on my mental health, and Sam and Ace's intention was solely to get me to take a break because they were really worried. Ace, multiple times in the call, says, dude, don't worry, the ZV call isn't going to be the newest thing people are going over with Himpleton, and those are in quotes. Well, if that's true, that turned out to be way, 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 way wrong. We all agreed in advance not to record. Amos recorded all of it and is eventually going to release the entire 2-hour call, which he has. And that is the only reason people know about the ZV call, which led to ZV leaking it because he was getting attention. I then said, well, I understand that, but I just want to see what you have to say. Do you mind if I read this out when I go over it? He said, by the way, the blackmail was more than just mean messages to morale. As we will know what the blackmail was. We talked about it last night. Yeah. Did no one learn nothing from Bo Black's always assume the call is recorded and it's going to get leaked? True. Well, and also the reason why I also wanted to record it was, again, for my own purposes, right? If we were to talk, I wasn't going, or have a call or whatever, I was just going to, record the call, again, for my own purposes, but he wouldn't go for it. So, let's continue. There's more. There's not that much more. Yes, I'd appreciate that. In fact, shockingly enough, KHuck, I'm just really not doing well mentally, which has led me to a lot of the dumbass shit I've done in terms of misspeaking, being reckless, and duplicitous, etc. I said, okay, well, I want to know more about where this came from. I'll tell you what, we can have the call tomorrow evening if that's okay, but I will make my notes about what you have to say and I'll present it on stream. How about that? I won't record it. So I did tell him, because I could tell that he was getting a bit skittish. And again, chat, as I said this last night, I have a heart of gold. Sometimes. And sometimes it gets the better of me. I felt for him, and I still kind of do. In a really, really strange way. I still kind of feel for him. I do. I'm not going to lie. So, I won't record it, but if you change your mind, we can talk more about that tomorrow. He said, I just need to preface that, with the way I am right now, I'm going to be super careful to try not to contradict anything, but when I get super stressed like this, I'm really fucking bad at talking and stumble on stuff, misword stuff, etc. This has been attributed to malicious lies a lot throughout this, and I genuinely just cannot take it if you go hyper-analyst mode. Is that fair? I said, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I'll listen to what you have to say. What time are you available tomorrow? I can do around 5:30 my time. So this was right before the stream last night. He said, what's your time zone again? I said Central. He said, I have IRL till about 9. We were talking about scheduling around the call. When to have the call. And then I said here, and again, it was just us trying to schedule the call, so it's not really worth repeating. But I say here, again, please think about this being recorded. I understand that you don't want this for content, but I also want to record for my own purposes. And also for you to get your site out there. Again, we can talk more about this tomorrow. Can I announce I am talking to you? So I had to keep quiet. So he said, I'd really prefer you don't. So that is why I hadn't said anything publicly about me talking to him until I knew that he was okay with me saying it, right? Out of respect, that's what I did. So I said, fair enough. I'll talk to you tomorrow we were setting up a time to have this call. Again, not worth repeating. Good. And then yesterday morning, I said, good morning. I had a slight change in my schedule today. I can talk sooner if you can. Messaged him a couple hours later, and I said, hello, sir, are we still good to talk? And then I tried calling him at one point, and this was at the time that we had scheduled for us to have this call. So I called him. Okay? Didn't last for more than a couple of seconds. He doesn't answer. I message him about an hour and 20 minutes after we were supposed to have the call, and I said, question mark. He responds, what? Oh, Himpleton, KHuck was in a VC kneeling on you so bad. You learned new slurs, but it wasn't in public, so it's okay. Oh, fucking hell. Anyway, so he responded a minute later. I've been sleeping all day and I'm very depressed to have had very personal shit leaked out about me and made into content. I'm not in a place to have an interview. I said, okay, that's fine. Do you mind if I type out my questions here then? I just want you to be able to get your side out. And that was my end goal. Okay? Right or wrong, that was my end goal, was to see what he had to say about what was going on. Now, I found out some stuff later, which we'll get to. Okay? And he said, sure. I said, okay, great. And then I asked him, the first question that I had was, how do you think, in your opinion, this all started? He said, I think it was a lot of very small things that built up, but the big thing that turned the hate train into going full speed ahead was the Beckett video. So I asked, how so? I saw his video. He was explaining how you were talking to Romantic Goblin about her being in your Discord and how you weren't going to throw her under the bus, ? When Beckett and Xylee told you that she is using you, am I right with that, or is there more to it? He didn't answer that. So I said, I'm just going to list my questions here and you can answer them. So I listed off a list of a thing of questions that I had written down in case we talked. So that's all I have for now. Those are the ones that I could think of. So I messaged him. And again, at this point, it had been a little over an hour since I had received like a full response from him at this point. So last night, I sent him a message. I said, I'm starting my stream in about 30 or so minutes. I do intend still on reading out these at some point, just so you are aware. I know you're busy, but hopefully you can answer those and we can get this out. He responded right before the stream started. I'm being honest, I'm not going to be able to answer these questions in time because I have stuff till later. I said, fine. I said, that's totally fine. We have plenty to cover, which we did. And that is why I said last night at the end of the stream, so we went about the stream, had the stream, and I said last night that I was hoping to have an update for you by today. Okay? Then, let's see here. So I was like, ready when you are, because I thought that he was going to send me or answer the questions. He said, for what? I said, go ahead and answer when you can. He said, okay, will do. I said, thanks. So that's when I said to him last night, I decided to hold off on saying anything just yet. I did tell chat that you had reached out to me and we were talking, but that's it so far. I did say I would update tomorrow night depending on what you decide. He said, okay. This afternoon, as I was working and trying to go about my day, I saw that he had apparently called into Aiden's stream last night. Now, that kind of bugged me, because not only is he telling me that he doesn't want to have a conversation, that he doesn't want to talk, but yet he's calling into Aiden's stream. Now, I don't care what stream he called into. He can call into whatever stream that he wants. But if he's claiming that he's having these issues, wouldn't you just want to stay far, far away? Wouldn't you just not want to touch any of that, chat? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I mean, again, if he was trying to show that he was being genuine, right, and not wanting to do anything and not wanting to even talk, then yeah. Oh, and Stan, we're going to get to that. You're not wrong. You're partially not wrong. Again, it is what it is. Okay? Okay, so I said, hello, Himpleton, after I heard that he was on Aiden's stream. Look, I need a break and I'm just not doing this right now. Like, I'm not doing well mentally. Do what you want and say what you want, but I can't be in this shit right now. I can't be in shit right now. I briefly called into Aiden's stream with Colton of all people, to explain what I could, and that's all I'm planning to do. I hope you have a nice Thanksgiving. I said, I know you did, which is why I'm confused. You're telling me that you can't do this, but yet you're calling into Aiden's stream. Again, he can call into whatever stream that he wants. I don't care whether they're a bigger YouTuber or not. I don't care about that. It's just the simple fact that I just asked him some simple questions, and he is, yeah. So, again, it was just really strange. I said, all I was wanting and am wanting is for you to answer those questions I posed. That's it. You're welcome to ignore them. I would just like to know. But okay, you gave me your answer. I'll do what I can tonight, which he did. Because Aiden is and this is his response. Because Aiden is the most likely to be balanced to me and has a decently sized platform. Again, he's not wrong. I did it in a spur of the moment because I noticed a narrative being put forward that wasn't true. I shouldn't have called in, but I did. I said, okay, well, I'll leave you be then. Stay safe. And that was it. So those are all of it. That's all of it. Now, again, chat, I want to preface, and I know that probably sounds bad on my end, and if it does, I'm sorry. But, again, if I'm not big enough, again, I don't care about that. Okay? I really legitly don't. I could have 10 subscribers, and if he were to tell me no, then, again, it's not the end of the world, right? Again, he can talk to whoever he wants to. But again, like I said, the problem that I had was that he was sitting here telling me one thing and then doing another, right? When he was implying to me that he was going to answer those questions, at least. He never said anything about him not answering any of those questions, because I asked him, you heard me, chat, I asked him ahead of time if I could post those questions here, and he said sure. Not once did he ever say, I don't want to answer those, I'm not answering those, yada, yada, yada. Maybe I should have gotten the hint with the little response that I got. Maybe that's fair, too. Okay, fine, but still. Anyway, so yeah, there you go, chat. So, don't know what's going to happen from here, but that's my update. So there you go. He shouldn't have strung you along if he didn't want to give you an answer. I wouldn't even go as far as to say that he strung me along. I wouldn't go that far, but if, again, I was at least hoping for him to answer at least one of the questions, right? He didn't have to answer any of them. I'm sorry. I take that back. He did answer one of them. He did. But he wouldn't answer anything further about, other stuff. So, I don't know. So, we'll see what happens, but yeah, there you go, chat. That's my update for you. So. Okay, so, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, there you go, chat. That's my update. So. Alright. So. Alright, let me get to the actual video for tonight. Give me 1 second. Oh, I gotta pull up this tweet, though, first. That's right. Okay. Alright, so, before we begin with tonight's coup de grace, the wonderful William Mackerson, there's a tweet that I wanted to show about what Mr. Willie Mac had to say about his video, which we'll get to in a second. He should have at the very least be upfront with you and not act snaky. Well, again, I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking at it differently, and that's totally fine and fair, but it was very off-putting. I'll say that, at least. It was just very off-putting. So, I don't know. Irregardless. Okay, so let's get to the main topic, chat, shall we? Moving right along. Now, I wanted to show this before we got started with Willie's video. So Willie Mack tweeted this out today, earlier this morning. Updated my video on Mr. Beast correcting some of the allegations, addressing Rosanna's and Dogpack's cope, and criticizing Jimmy for what he didn't address. Didn't feel comfortable not correcting some of the false allegations made against him, and his second Hassan video is still coming. So yeah, there you go. So he tweeted that out earlier this morning. Okay. So I'm not sure what all he added here. I haven't seen the full video yet. So we're going to react to that here in just a minute. But first, before we begin, put ones in the chat if you are ready to watch Mr. Willie's video. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to go grab some more water real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, chat. Eyes back. Alright. Okie dokie. Never trust a ginger like Beckett says. They have no souls. So don't trust Beckett. Oh, stop it. Sorry, my one is late. I'm prepping for a holiday market. Oh, no, you're fine. You're all good. You are okie dokie, sir. Or ma'am, excuse me. My bad, sorry. Flatley's going live now, too. I just saw that. Oh, boy. I think he's going over the Himpleton stuff, too. But anyway, okay. So here we go. Now, like I said, chat, I have not seen this yet. So we're going to react to this. And I also have... If we have enough time, I also had something else that I was going to react to, too, that's kind of in relation to this that I saw today. So, here we go. Let me get... that here. Let me get the closed captioning. Oops. Why did that happen? Okay, there we go.
For Dogpack, Rosanna is...
Okay. Turn this up a little bit. There we go. All right, chat. Let me know if you guys can hear this, okay, if it gets too low at all. So, let me fix that real quick. There we go. Okay, all right. Here we go.
This video is about accountability for Dogpack, Rosanna, as well as Mr. Beast. Jimmy has finally confronted the allegations. Many were put to rest, like him knowingly hiring a convicted predator. But other answers he gave relating to his crypto allegations come off as downright deceptive.
And he doesn't disclose, one, that he set up a pre-sale and he's like in before anyone else, right? Millions of dollars. Two, that his fund had been selling and continued to sell after that tweet.
Then we got Dogpack, who was
Okay, so I have no idea about any of the crypto stuff. I haven't seen any of CoffeeZilla's videos. I think he has multiple about these. I have not seen any of them yet. I have heard about it, but I haven't seen them. So, but from what I understand, they don't look good for Mr. Beast. Doesn't look good at all, from what I understand about it. So, yeah, that's what I'll say. I don't know if any of you have seen it, chat. If you've seen any of his videos, I haven't yet. But yeah, from what I hear, they're not good. It's not good for Mr. Beast in that end.
repeatedly caught misreporting claims from CGI to charity fraud accusations and falsely labeling Mr. Beast higher-ups as convicted domestic abusers. He's also made some of the most reckless CP accusations I have ever seen, making him and Rosanna...
That was one of the worst videos I have ever seen in my life. It's a little loud? Okay, hold on. I turned it down, I thought. Alright, let me know if that's too quiet, chat. But yeah, no, that video is still up, chat. That's what kills me. That video is still up on her channel. We're gonna get to her here in a little bit too.
Look like freaks for putting it in the thumbnail. It's gotten to the point where there's no other way to cut it. Dogpack and Rosanna are acting in bad faith. I've never supported another creator getting sued, but...
Are you gonna sue Dogpack?
Right? Oh, and I did see this part here. I did see part of the interview with Oompaville. I haven't seen all of the interview with Oompaville yet. I'm still in the process of watching it. I'm at, like, towards the mid-section of it. But, yeah, this... He deserves to get sued. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. They both do. Not just Dogpack. They both do.
Done drafting it up, but once they're done, more than likely, yeah.
This does put a smile on my face. Now, there are also accusations that Jimmy still hasn't addressed, like LaKoya Hill and the victim holding out for hush money.
I've spoken to the victim, but the victim was trying to get hush money. Mr. Beast, I guess, wanted was for him to say it was consensual, and I have a recorded phone call with him where he's talking about that. I mean, you'd have to, like, distort his voice and everything to use that.
So, you were right. They're gonna come to that. They're gonna reach out to me and say they want me to say that it was consensual.
I was able to get an unsatisfactory answer from Jimmy on this, but in a roundabout way, it leaves me very unhappy. This sort of thing always makes me feel a little dirty. That's why I need something minty, cool, refreshing.
Willie always sliding in that advertisement, I swear, Willie. If I were Mr. Beast, I'd go after Rosanna because she's bigger and probably has more money. Well, I personally think that he needs to go after both of them. Now, I will say, it could be argued, right, that Dogpack was the first one to start the allegations. He was the first one to get everything going. So that's probably why that they're looking into him first. Who knows? I don't know. And Rosanna may have came in later. I don't know. That's what it looks like anyway, or that's what it looks like to me. But I don't know. I mean, we all know that Mr. Beast has a way of being able to do whatever I don't know. I'm sure that he has ways of being able to make that happen. But again, we don't know. That's allegedly for entertainment purposes only. We don't know. So.
Like, phew, the holiday season is here, and if you're like me, you might still be looking for the...
All right there, Willie. Hold on. Okay, all right, here we go.
All of these allegations towards Mr. Beast have been filtered through Dogpack, Rosanna, and Jake Weddle. One of the first pieces of advice I and many other commentary channels told Dogpack was that you're dealing with anonymous victims and witnesses, meaning that they're relying on your credibility to get their message out there. Dogpack has since let them down. He falsely accused James Warren of being convicted of domestic abuse because he didn't want to wait 14 days for a Freedom of Information request.
But it doesn't say on the public registry what it is. So you have to submit a Freedom of Information request, which then takes like 2 weeks. So that's the real reason. I just showed like more corroborating testimony. I mean, it is testimony. I feel like the disclaimers were pretty clear and like they were genuine, like it is allegedly.
Also, when you can, look at the James Warren domestic violence case against his ex-girlfriend. He apparently abused her for months before she filed charges. This person is alleging that there was a domestic violence charge. That means it's up to you to find it before you post it to 3 million people. They dodge all...
Exactly, Willie. Exactly. 100%. Yes. Now, I've said this before, chat. I hadn't, and I really still haven't, followed a whole lot of this whole thing because it was just way too fucking much. All of it was just way too much, and still arguably is, right? But Willie is not wrong here at all. You don't post shit without realizing or knowing exactly what it is that you are posting. And that was the issue that everyone had with Dogpack and still has with Dogpack and Rosanna and with Jake Weddle and with these other people that have a fucking axe to grind, and that's it, against Mr. Beast. This is why everything got tainted with... This is why it's so fucking messed up and everything in the water is so muddy, is because of people like them. And I stick by that.
All accountability. When I made these criticisms, Jake Weddle left a comment on my video saying, "Oh my god, they're millionaires, who cares?" Mockingly saying life ruining, unless they go to jail, they will be fine. So just because they're rich, it's okay to make false accusations? They're still people, Jake. It's such a mean-spirited way to justify their actions. Dogpack would follow this up, going on Rosanna's channel, and making more false allegations, saying Ava was posting CP to the group chat.
You know, the Jimmy's John Smith, I'm gonna get to the messages, starting with this sexually explicit photo of an alleged 13-year-old.
Oh my... Worst video ever. And Anstan, I think I saw your comment earlier about how you're hoping that this stays up. Yeah, you're not, I mean, for legal purposes, I think that's what you said earlier. Yeah, I can see that, but at the same time, I don't agree with it being up, though. I think Dogpack did know. He just wanted to be somebody, quote unquote. Yeah, I agree. Spits water. I'm sorry. What in the fragile? What is it, Battle? What happened? What are you talking about? About this video being up? Why are you spitting out your water? Why? Because the video is still up. I'm confused. They probably already downloaded it. That's possible too. Yeah, Mr. Beast's team probably already downloaded it. They were on it. This video is what? Oh, still up? This video with Rosanna and Dogpack about them talking about CP and shit? Yeah, that video is still up. It's up on Rosanna's channel.
Oh my gosh.
So Ava Tyson sends a photo of a young-looking girl in a sheer top.
Ivanka Trump when she was 13.
Yeah, and the message reads, so this photo is allegedly of Ivanka Trump when she was 13. Ava thought that this was possibly a 13-year-old, and she's posting it in a work chat.
And you're posting it on YouTube. When this video was first posted, the image
Oh, Wookie, don't even get me started on when Rosanna did that. Don't even get me started on that. Do you think when Rosanna was smoking that weed, she thought, at least it's my choice this time? It's my dad entering my body? Wookie, you're going to hell. Wookie, you are going to hell. Oh my god. If he's planning to sue them, then they're not going to be able to delete it. That's called destroying evidence. Very, very true. I learned that when Taddy sued without a crystal ball. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I'd have to, you know what? One of these days, I want to do a retrospective on different things like that. And Stan, because I wasn't around for all of that.
image was not blurred. It looked like how Dawson posted it on Twitter. Now, when I first saw this, I noticed how they looked like professional photos, like it was done for a magazine, so I doubted she wasn't an adult here. And as it turns out, that would be true. She was 18 doing a magazine shoot. But it's important to remember that everyone thinks she is 13 here. They think this is CP, so they only read one sentence of
Yeah, and like we talked about during when we were reacting to all of this, that hold on. Let me make sure I heard that right. Hold on.
magazine
Give me one
shoot. It's
second.
important.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought there for a second. I thought I heard something else. That photo had been floating around for quite a while, right? That photo of Ivanka, was floating around for quite some time. Right? So there's no way that they're just, oh my god, they are so fucking dumb. They are so fucking dumb.
Important to remember that everyone thinks she is 13 here. They think this is CP, so they only read one sentence of what Ava says to make it seem like she's a pedo, and everyone in the group chat is fine with it.
So this photo is allegedly of Ivanka Trump when she was 13.
Why would you ever send somebody a picture of a 13-year-old topless?
Having Ava
Why would you still have that video up on your goddamn channel, you dumb bitch? So stupid.
Tyson saying, oh, this photo is allegedly of Ivanka Trump when she's 13, and it's clearly sexually explicit. You can, she's wearing a see-through top. That's insane.
That is wildly inappropriate.
But if you actually go back, pause, and read it, it's Ava going, holy shit, isn't it crazy that John Casablanca's modeling company is getting exposed on Twitter for this? How is this not being addressed? And if you take a second to think about it, Dogpack and Rosanna are doing the same thing. They downloaded what they thought was CP, edited it, and censored it in post, and then uploaded it. But instead of posting it to a group chat, they uploaded it to all of YouTube.
Why would
Yep. That's exactly what they did. Yep. Fucking morons.
you ever send somebody a picture of a 13-year-old topless?
Why would you repost it to YouTube? Testing which version would clickbait
Thank
people
you,
the best.
Willie.
They read a law saying that is legally CP and reported Ava and Jimmy to the FBI.
Images of CP are not...
Okay, so, yeah, reporting them to the FBI. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I don't think that that's ever been proven that they actually did. They just said that they did. Again, I could be wrong. There could be, a report out there of this. Hello, Golden Apples. There could be, a report floating around, but from what I've seen, and again, like I said earlier, chat, I will fully and freely admit, I have not seen everything with this. So, it's possible that they have released proof of it, but I have not seen it for myself. So...
protected under First Amendment rights and are illegal contraband under federal law.
That image was suggestive.
Yeah, in my best judgment, if this is a 13-year-old, as Ava alleges, I would say that this constitutes a CP, in my opinion.
I have reported what I found and my concerns to the authorities, FBI. Hopefully they will look into these Mr. Beast Telegram company chat logs and other concerns, which again, you guys committed the same crime here. It only took 1 hour after this video was posted to find out that Ivanka was actually 18 and that it was just a magazine shoot. Despite all of this, the video remains up. The false James Warren claims remained up until a week ago. It is constant misinformation. The lack of care for the truth is appalling. They are so willing to make charity fraud accusations with such little evidence. Mr. Beast Philanthropy built 100 wells in Africa, and because the editors reused the same shot twice, well, that means it must be fake.
Really, the most damning thing against Mr. Beast is that he has faked parts of his philanthropy videos in a way where he's making it look like they did more than they actually did.
That was such a fucking dumb argument. That was so fucking dumb, too. It was, oh god, that was so fucking stupid. Still is. Golden Apples, we are reacting to Mr. William Mackerson's video on the Mr. Beast response and going over the Rosanna and Dogpack stuff, where he's going over the Dogpack and Rosanna stuff, Rosanna Pansino stuff. So
here's one where he claimed to build 100 wells, but in multiple shots you see the same wells listed as different wells. Well 29 and 67 were the same. He also said he built a bunch of wells in Kenya, but then showed wells that were clearly built in Zimbabwe.
Like, bro, you need more evidence than a shot being reused. Maybe the film crew couldn't be there. Maybe the footage corrupted. Mr. Beast claims it's an editing error.
Yeah, I think like 1 or 2 of the wells we accidentally showed this like same well as different numbers. But once again, like I said with the blind thing, like, why would I spend 98% of the money and then just fake 2 wells, like, and destroy the entire integrity to save, like, 2%? Anyone who made those videos, like, saying the philanthropy's fake, like, that's the one that bothers me the most because we go so above and beyond. Like, honestly, if you could just delete them, like, that'd be great.
These sort of allegations have hurt the philanthropy's ability to get sponsors and fund new projects.
That, like, spooked off a lot of people because they're like, oh, so this charity's not authentic. Because, like, obviously people don't want to work with a charity that's not legit.
This video is also still up. This investigation that Dogpack and Rosanna have been running is so scuffed. Dogpack admits that he's just been slinging accusations at the wall and hoping one sticks. He says LaQuoya Hill was roofing people because one text claimed it.
I posted that video with the roofie allegation. I was like, I'm not so sure. I went on Oopaville.
okay, I don't know anything about this. Chad, do you guys know anything about this? About LaQuoya Hill? That sounds familiar. But again, I don't really know. I've oh boy.
Hill's channel, and I was like, I wasn't sure about that one. And then people had reached out to me, and it was actually consistent with certain victims' stories, I guess, from people close to the victim.
Why are you posting accusations you aren't confident in? It's psychotic. Rosanna says that people are breaking bones at the Beast Games because a message said it. No other evidence.
The message is that I...
Thank you! Yes! Yes! Thank you, Willie. Get her. Get him. No other evidence besides people telling her and reaching out to her about it. Bullshit. Bullshit. Now, again, could there have potentially been some stuff going on at the Beast Games, which I think that there was something that came out a couple weeks ago about some people that worked on the Beast Games are suing Mr. Beast because of stuff that went on there. I don't know how true that is. I don't know what will happen with that, but that was released a couple weeks ago. I'd have to find the tweet. But irregardless, right? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I think that he was the guy that actually fired Dogpack. Oh, okay. Then that makes sense. Ex-employee, they made another employee uncomfortable, so they changed sites. When the other person left, LaQuoya came back to the office. Oh. I see. Okay, then.
I have received from contestants on the show are pretty much all telling a similar story, and I find them to be very disturbing. I saw people with broken bones, stitches, etc., and most were women.
Jimmy claims his company called back all 2,000 contestants and they couldn't find one broken bone.
It's like crazy to think that I'd be like, oh, 10 people broke their bones? Let's keep filming, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't even make sense. After like that claim came out, like we literally called 1,950 contestants of the 2,000. We couldn't get a hold of all 2,000. I couldn't find a single broken bone. It's even crazier is then people tried to, not like the contestants, but the internet, you know, their theories, tried to frame that as hush money. Like I gave them all $2,000 to like make them happy because we didn't tell them beforehand, like to surprise them as they got eliminated. And then people were like, you just did that because of hush money. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, I also didn't give him like legal paperwork tied with it.
They called everyone back and decided to offer an additional $1,000 per person to make up for any of the inconveniences.
This doesn't even make sense. What does someone with broken bones have to gain from staying anonymous? Surely the show would cover those costs. Even claims about Delaware, convicted predator Mr. Beast allegedly knowingly hired and protected his identity with a mask, was a completely checkable claim, but Dogpeck went live with it anyway.
Why do you call him Delaware? I didn't know. Apparently they called him Delaware because he's not allowed to go back to Delaware. He'll be in video.
Oh god, that was so dumb too. That was so dumb. That's not why he was called that. It's, oh Jesus, that was so stupid to begin with. Oh god.
Yes, he'll be in thumbnails. He'll be around whenever he is. He's wearing a mask. Why would you wear a mask? Why would you conceal your face? It's like what are you concealing? That you are a registered sex offender and that your face can be looked up on a thing? How much more can you literally cover up a sex offender?
This is just not true. This guy's name is just Delaware. It's on his name tag at Best Buy. Delaware.
Yeah, see, look, chat, look.
Cover up a sex offender.
This is just not true. This guy's name is just Delaware. It's on his name.
See, right there. Right there, clear as fucking day. Clear as motherfucking day. It's right there. Oh god, these people are so dumb. Fucking hell.
Name tag at Best Buy. Delaware did also wear a mask, but only for one video, and it's because it was shot in an insane asylum. It was a bit. Dogpack couldn't find a single other video with him wearing a mask and still went live with this accusation. What gave this story credibility was another former Mr. Beast employee and Delaware's cousin named Jake the Viking coming forward saying Jimmy knew the whole time. Before being hired, Delaware sat down with Jimmy and Sue, Jimmy's mom, and explained to them everything. So yes, Jimmy knew. It wasn't until Jake the Viking admitted in DMs with Connor X said that he doesn't know if this conversation ever happened, saying that he was just told this, likely by his cousin Delaware. I have no proof of this, only what I've been told. Everybody is just spewing bullshit, acting like they have first-hand information on things when they don't. This video is also still up. Tons of creators, including me, repeated this misinformation because these three talked out their ass. There is zero remorse from these people. I want to take a moment and do it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. There is zero remorse from any of them. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. And I bet you that the minute that Dogpack heard that Mr. Beast plans on suing him, he went dead ass fucking quiet. And he hasn't posted on Twitter or anything since. He went dead ass motherfucking quiet. As well as he should have to fucking begin with. But I guess better late than never, right, chat? Right? I don't know. Yeah, he's not even on the sex offenders registry anymore. It was because of something he did as a teenager. He fucked around and is having to find out. Exactly. Joe Schmo. I love your name. I'm sorry. I love it. Rosanna blocked me on Twitter. Oh, did she? Yeah, she has yet to block me. But then again, I really haven't tweeted at her a whole lot, so. But who is the worst comedian? Daft Noodles or Jake? Oh god, that's a good question. That's a very good question. I'd say Jake. But I haven't seen... To be fair, though, I haven't seen any of their content, their comedy content, so... But just because Jake is malicious, I'd say, yeah, Jake is malicious. Now, Daft Noodles, arguably, to some people, is still malicious, even though I don't think that he is, or whatever. Other people have different opinions on him, but yeah. Well, I'm getting way too deep into it. Sorry, chat. I think she randomly blocked anyone who tried to talk to her. Yeah, she did block some random people. That is true. But she has yet to block me or any, I don't know. She's probably blocked a bunch of different people and I just don't know it. I don't know. I'm going to donate to Dogpack's legal fund. By donate, I mean I'll give it a like. I'm not wasting money on that asshole. True.
A rapid-fire compilation on how Dogpack was wrong about everything. Dogpack would secretly record an employee gossiping about Delaware.
The person on the other end of this line is a different former Mr. Beast employee talking about Delaware. Also, apparently before this...
That is true, Anstan. You are correct. Daft Noodles did post all those fake allegations against James Charles, causing actual victims to not be believed. You are absolutely correct. Yep. I totally forgot about that. I don't know why I did. I shouldn't have, but yeah. No, you're not wrong. Wow.
This phone conversation got recorded. The person on the other end of the line said that the Mr. Beast team was actually trying to expunge Delaware's record off the registry, and that's what actually like sparked this person to start recording.
Soggy Cereal took the time to get the full context by interviewing that same employee. The truth is, the employee didn't know he was being recorded and was just talking shit. None of this is true.
Can you tell me a bit about how that happens?
Yeah, it was not to my knowledge that I was being recorded at all. It's just a friend. We're just shooting the shit, and we're just gossiping a lot, catching up on, the current drama. I don't think any of the stuff that we were talking about really had any facts or like evidence. It was just water cooler talk.
Dogpack claims a contestant got scammed out of dog food for life.
There's one example where someone on Reddit posted saying that they were promised free dog food for life in exchange for letting Mr. Beast use them in a video. 5 months later, they still haven't received their dog food. I actually sent this post to someone who works at Mr.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Oh. Chat, my brain hurts. But we're doing this for Willie, damn it. We're doing this for Willie, damn it.
Beast, and they said they were going to send it to the PR team, and then the Reddit post got taken down.
Well, did you reach out to the Reddit user or follow up with the person in PR you contacted? No, of course not. It was just in the guy's spam folder. The new Feastables formula is more unhealthy than Hershey's.
Mr. Beast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar.
Well, compare it to the same size bar, you moron. Dogpack claims that a lot of the videos are fake because they use CGI.
This explosion is fake.
Like, where is he getting these claims from? Jimmy shows the raw footage and it is a real explosion. They just added these extra sparks.
Shredder is CGI.
They actually did shred a Lamborghini. Just watch the video.
This car is digitally lifted.
It's not. The YouTuber who built the car documented the whole thing. They recolored the car blue in post because they had 2 red cars, but otherwise I don't know where he's coming up with this. Dogpack claims that a contestant who won $1 million was left out to dry by Jimmy because he said he was going to help him invest and he didn't.
I was telling him, I was like, man, I don't want to fail. I don't want to be like how everybody's saying, like I'm gonna run out of money and do all this crazy stuff. I was like, man, Jimmy, please help me. And he said he was gonna help me and we was gonna invest, but yeah, that didn't happen.
11 days after Dogpack uploaded this video, the contestant responded saying Jimmy was still helping him.
Jimmy still came through for me anytime, and even to this day.
Bruh. Dogpack, you just... Oh, I really, really hope, for everyone's sake, and even, I dare say, for Dogpack's sake, that he gets his shit together, and he just doesn't do stuff like this anymore. I'm not one... Does Dogpack's voice make anybody else's eye twitch? Yes, Sandstan makes mine twitch all the fucking time, every time I hear it. Again, I really hope that for Dogpack's sake that he just stays offline. I really do. I'm not one for deplatforming usually, but he does not belong on this platform. I'm sorry. That might be a hot take, and that might be a bit controversial on my end, fine. But I truly believe that he does not belong on this platform. He doesn't. He is malicious. Absolutely 100% malicious.
If I need something, Mr. Beast is always there. And I really need y'all to understand that.
Mr. Beast put him on a salary where he doesn't even work at the company, on top of the $1 million he gave him. Another example of Dogpack just going out on a limb is him claiming Jimmy surviving 7 days on a raft video was fake. What's his source for that? He just doesn't see anybody on the raft.
During this time lapse on the 4th day of 7 days stranded at sea.
He did not. He did not. Oh my god, Dogpack, you are so fucking dumb, bro. KHuck, you know how you say that without being accused of deplatforming, just say they deserve dial-up? Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, yes. Dogpack deserves dial-up. Yes. Okay, there you go. That's a good one, Anstan. Yes. Dogpack deserves dial-up. That's funny. Yeah, you did not. Dogpack, you did not. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking hell.
See, you can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds. But after a hard cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of the boys have bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have when it rained on day 2.
And after standing the whole night, completely soaked...
You didn't spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht.
The truth is they were off the boat for an hour due to a lightning storm. It was for safety reasons. Dogpack revealed months later that he knew this the whole time. The boys...
Wait. Back that up. What? Wait, hold on a minute. What?
The whole night, completely soaked.
You didn't spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht.
The truth is they were off the boat for an hour due to a lightning storm. It was for safety reasons. Dogpack revealed months later that he knew this the whole time. The boys...
He knew it the whole time? He knew... Are you kidding me? You know what, actually, chat? You know what? That actually does not surprise me in the slightest. It really does not surprise me. Yeah, but still, you knew about this the whole fucking, oh my god, you are so dude, wow.
left the raft during the storm for 4 hours, as per his source. If you were upfront with this information from the beginning, I don't think your audience would think that being off the raft for 4 hours means you faked a week-long challenge. So why did Dog...
Exactly. I'm just baffled at how many people believe this vapid crap. Me and you both, Raj. Me and you both.
Pack's allegations gained so much steam. Well, it's because he frames himself as a credible first-hand source. I worked for Mr. Beast. He goes on Ludwig's stream and acts like he can't talk because of ND.
Oh, the working for Mr. Beast thing. Oh, Jesus, this whole thing. Oh, my God. Don't even get me started on all of that. The working... Oh, God, that was so dumb, too! Here's my thing, right? Is that how... And I think that I even asked this the last time that we talked about this. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Or I was thinking it. How did Dogpack expect for any of this to not get looked into? Rosanna, too. How did they both not expect for this to get looked into? But here's the thing, and I think I have the answer to that. Because they have audiences that are fucking gullible. That are gullible as shit and will listen to what they have to say because they believe them. Right? Think about it. Rosanna's audience is more geared towards, I'd say, like tweens, early 20 women, you know, because she is a chef. She's more known to be a chef and a baker and that kind of thing. So, of course, women are more prone to watch her because they want to, you know, watch her videos, her cooking videos. I was one of them. I've said this before, you know. But again, and Dogpack's audience is probably filled with the same amount of people that, you know, is just as fucking gullible as shit. Right? Until they entered the commentary community. Good job, guys. Gee, you think she'd remember that and stay in the kitchen? True. Had she just stayed doing what she was doing, I think that she would have been just fine. Making her videos, doing her different TikTok trends that she was doing, you know, that kind of thing. Do you, boo-boo? I think that she would have been just fine. But no, she had to dive into all of this nonsense.
He is.
Okay, so you're assuming based off the screenshot, because they weren't in it, that they must have been off the boat, presumably in a yacht that I guess the crew who was helping produce this video was on, that was parked off camera nearby, and this is like a theory about it.
You're definitely controlled opposition.
Is that not what you just said? Or do you have like someone who knows that there was a yacht and you can't say it?
All right, go next.
What? Oh, chat, no. Oh, chat, no, I didn't know this. You're controlled opposition. Are you kidding me? Wow. Oh my God.
Like, go next question?
Yeah.
I can't. You're just skipping everything and then calling me autistic.
Well, because you can't read context clues. It's not my fault.
They're so willing to be dishonest.
Can't read context clues. It's not my fault. Oh My God. That is insane. Wow. Isn't it your job, Dog Pack, to, I don't know, provide proof? Isn't that your job? You're on a stream talking to Ludwig, or any content creator for that matter. You're on a stream, right? Talking to somebody, asking you questions about what you're accusing Mr. Beast of, and you have the audacity to say to him, you're the controlled opposition because he's just asking you a question. Now listen, I know that there's a lot of people who are not big fans of Ludwig, okay? I get that. But at the same time, that's still not the point. The point is that Ludwig is just asking you a question, wanting you to clarify something, and you respond to that with that? Yeah, that makes you real credible there, my guy. Good
to
job.
withhold information. I disproved most of this in my first video. Soggy disproves all of it. Check his video out. It's a masterpiece. My only criticism is that he was flown out by Mr. Beast employees to do the interview, and he was not upfront about it until he was asked.
Obviously flew to America, right?
Yeah.
Did you cover those costs yourself, or did
Yes. So that was what the thing that kind of bit Soggy in the butt a little bit, was that he was not upfront with that, and I did hear about that. Now, I have seen part of Soggy's video, and Soggy's video is actually really, really good. It is. And I wanted to react to it, but everything else hit, and we just didn't get a chance to, and yeah, so. But I highly recommend for those who have not seen it yet to go watch it. It's actually really good. It's really, really good.
Mr. Beast did anyway pay?
I'm gonna be honest on that, since it was last moment and very expensive. Dustin, as far as I know, paid for those.
In the video, he framed it as him booking the flight. But even still, the facts he brings to the table are undeniable. Dogpack's videos need to be redacted. Title change, something. But that doesn't mean that Mr. Beast is completely in the clear.
No, it doesn't. No. And we've all been chat, and anybody who has covered this, and I've said this before, anybody that has covered any of the Mr. Beast stuff, whether it's been the whole time or minimal or whatever, that he needs to be, he's not completely in the clear. He's not. He's not. And even with the crypto stuff that has came out just recently from CoffeeZilla, yeah, that's something that we'll have to, I'll have to see if we can get into too. I'm not sure yet though. We'll have to see, but yeah.
Mr. Beast doesn't once address the LaQuia Hill allegations, and it's because Oompa doesn't ask about it. The allegation is that LaQuia Hill sexually harassed his assistant. This allegation jumped to a full-on roofie and rape claim. In fact, the alleged victim even gave a statement to Dogpack saying that he...
Oh, thank you, Golden Apples. I appreciate it. Congrats on almost 600. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Say it was a consensual if he got hush money.
Spoken to the victim, but the victim was trying to get hush money. Mr. Beast, I guess, wanted was for him to say it was consensual, and I have a recorded phone call with him where he's talking about that. I mean, you'd have to like distort his voice and everything to use that.
You were right. They're gonna come to that. They're gonna reach out to me and say they want me to say that it was consensual.
Soggy did interview someone on Mr. Beast's HR team about it, and she claims that the victim didn't want LaQuia fired, and that it was nothing about rape.
The assistant, like, what do you want to happen, right? If it's this, if it's that, like, obviously if it's found, like, he's gone, like, that's not okay in any workplace, you know?
If it's like confirmed that there is something,
like, of course, like, we're not gonna hang on to that, right? And so, and he's like, yeah, I don't necessarily want him to be fired, but like, I don't want to be around him, I don't want to see him, like, it's just really uncomfortable for me. I actually worked with him to come up with a list of like jobs that he wanted, because again, if the person who he's assisting is not here, like, it's like, okay, well, now what's your job?
So they moved LaQuia to a different company and then brought him back when the victim didn't work there anymore, because there was no longer that conflict.
The assistant worked with us for a long.
Yeah, that happens. That does happen. Yeah. I've heard of that happening before. Now, is it, depending on different circumstances, is that a bit of a, is that a bit strange or something? Yeah, it can be. But I've heard of that happening before. Yeah. It's not, I don't know how often it happens, I couldn't tell you. But yeah, it does tend to happen. May not happen a lot, but still. I'm sorry, I only have one guilty verdict to give out, so I'm going to have to rule Jimmy innocent, really? You only have one guilty verdict? You sure about that, Wookie? You sure about that? Oh, boy.
long time, and then when he wasn't here anymore, I think it was like almost a year after the assistant like had chosen to do whatever he wanted to do. Then we were like, okay, we'll bring LaQuaya back to help, because at this point there's no conflict anymore.
But I still have questions. Is the victim Dogpack spoke to the same employee? Did Mr. Beast pay the hush money? Also, the timeline between these two statements just doesn't make sense to me. I recently had Oompaville relay these questions to Mr. Beast, and he just isn't going to respond. I then had Nick reach out and ask him questions, and he said, Jimmy's a
Oh, Nick, here we go. Nick W. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Relay these questions to Mr. Beast, and he just isn't going to respond. I then had Nick reach out and ask him questions, and he said, Jimmy's afraid that if he makes himself available to comment for everyone, it will just further extend this. Well, then don't talk to everyone. Just answer the questions. These are pretty...
Exactly. Just answer the question. Listen, I kind of understand not wanting to have it go on and on and on, but if you just answer the question, I don't think that it will. Or I don't know. We don't know what would happen. Right? I mean, it could, but I mean, you got to show good faith and answer the damn question.
Serious allegations. I feel like it's important. Jimmy also apparently told Nick in the call that he didn't pay hush money to anyone. He did not confirm if this employee was the same one that Dogpack interviewed, or if drugging and rape was ever an allegation made to HR. In the interview, the employee sounds like he still worked at Mr. Beast, while in Soggy's video, they state that the employee left a long time ago. I would be more satisfied with an official statement on record. That's my opinion. Another thing Mr. Beast is looking shady.
Well, yeah, I don't blame you, Willie. I would be too. I don't blame you at all. And that is why... we talked about it earlier too, chat. That was my reasoning to a degree with why I wanted to have Himpleton stuff on the record as well too, if he were to answer my questions and if he were to address anything that I asked him. I wanted it on the record, right? In the best way that I could get it, if I were to get it, which I didn't. And again, that's totally fine. I'm still, it is what it is. But yeah. That was my method to it too, but yeah, so.
Shady on is the crypto stuff. His answers are just not at all consistent with what he was saying in 2021.
Didn't pick what punks to buy or anything. Gary Vee, like I said on that podcast, called me and a bunch of other people, said crypto punks were the next big thing. I thought it was pretty crazy, but the first thing I did right after that is just called the guy in charge of the fund who invested my money in. He did the research, picked what punks to buy, bought them. That's kind of high level how it went. But if he was like, oh, this is a shit investment, then he wouldn't have bought them. So,
all right, I cannot tell you how weird this answer is in hindsight, because you basically have to completely disbelieve what Jimmy says in 2021 to believe this story.
His answers in the interview do not portray the reality of what happened.
But you rewind a little bit, Mr. Beast is on Twitter saying, I bought this CryptoPunk. He's on the podcast saying, I bought multiple CryptoPunks.
I bought a bunch.
He's on the podcast saying, I sold.
I've already sold quite a few of them.
I rolled the money into VFriends.
So then I rolled the money into VFriends.
And then even more crazy, he says he specifically bought certain CryptoPunks because he liked their attribute, like the cigarette one. He's like, I like the cigarette CryptoPunk.
The cigarettes? Because I thought it was an interesting attribute.
But here he's saying, oh, I didn't even know which ones to buy.
I don't know which punks to buy or which ones we should buy if it's a good investment.
Jimmy is hiding from accountability by blaming his fund, but he was clearly playing an active role in that fund.
Frustration.
Yeah, that's a bit strange. Yeah, that would be a little fishy to me though too, not gonna lie. I would be very skeptical on that one as well too. You'll show him KHuck when you have 6K subs. Excuse me. And he's still a laughing stock. He'll come crawling back. They always come back. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not holding my breath on that, but I appreciate the sentiment though, and I do. I just, again, I don't know.
Here is the fact that anytime there's a problem, it's all the fund. I did nothing. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. That's a bit strange.
Etc. But when you actually look at these investments were all talking about Jimmy. Like, it wasn't about, oh, there's multiple stakeholders, it's Jason Williams. No. It was all Mr. Beast. And that's the criticism that I think he's not engaging with here.
There's a coin called Super. Jimmy was invested in the pre-sale of this coin. As it went live, Jimmy was selling, and he continued to sell, selling the coin as he was promoting its viability on Twitter. And Jimmy won't even acknowledge that he should have disclosed that he was heavily invested in Super while he was promoting it.
Why did you not disclose that you had a vested interest in the coin that you were tweeting about, Super ? Yeah, we'll start there.
Well, I replied to a tweet, so I did tweet it out, and I think a lot of people.
Wait, you did tweet it out? You replied? This is such a weird distinction. You'll see multiple times he kind of goes like, he'll engage with something that's not really the criticism. The criticism is, well, why didn't you just disclose you had tons of super? And you'll see he bends over backwards to not answer that question.
People, that are just getting second hands of the story think I literally tweet out, go buy super, go buy super. Yeah.
Well, you pretty much... Okay, listen. CoffeeZilla would not be looking into this if something legit fishy was not going on. Okay? CoffeeZilla gonna find out. He's going to find out one way or the other. It's gonna happen. Right? CoffeeZilla's gonna find out. Just saying. Don't fuck with CoffeeZilla. Just don't. Just don't do it. I don't care if it's Mr. Beast or if it's anybody else. Don't fuck with CoffeeZilla. He don't play.
The fund did hold some super, and I just saw that was the owner of super, the guy who made the coin, and I just went scrolling through Twitter, just replied super to his tweet. I did not tell people to buy super.
Wait, no, stop. So first of all, does not answer the question of like, why didn't you disclose it? Such an obvious disclosure, and he doesn't disclose, one, that he set up a pre-sale and he's like in before anyone else, right? Millions of dollars, he's in. Two, that his fund had been selling and continued to sell after that tweet. Like, the most irresponsible, even if you want to give him ultimate master benefit of the doubt, incredibly irresponsible, and there's no way that a single person did not see that, and multiple people, I'm sure, see the biggest influencer in the world talking about this, some great low-cap coin at eye-watering prices, he's responding to this, and they don't see that as a buy signal from Mr. Beast.
That should be obvious. Jimmy also just seemingly lies about his charity NFTs. The Team C's charity did an auction for NFTs using Eternity and Earn tokens, both things Mr. Beast was partnered and invested in. Now, the charity was a flop, only selling 2 NFTs, and during one of the sales, Mr. Beast charity fund dumped all of their earn, netting the charity over $2 million. Jimmy just lies about this.
Eternity gave us NFTs to auction off for Team C's. Only one sold after a day, I believe, and that was it. And then it looks like the fund sold like 27 days later, a little bit of Eternity.
This was the craziest part of the interview, in my opinion. He says, oh, we sold after the charity. The one NFT sold, not true. Then he said we only sold a few tokens. Also not true. They sold $2 million. And then on top of that, here's where you can actually see the dates of all this stuff. You can see the offer was made on November 2nd. Is that what he's referring to when he says, oh, we sold it? But because that's not actually true. The sale did not happen until December 23rd, 2021. After the fund sold. So this whole idea he's going to say multiple times where he's going to go, oh, we didn't sell anywhere near the charity time. First of all, that's not true. Second of all, it's just literally false, and NFT sold after the fact.
Yeah, that's not good, chat. Ugh. I just don't understand why he wouldn't just be truthful about that, though. I don't get that. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, that's something weird to lie about.
Fact. So this whole defense of his is based on misinformation.
Which is ironic because that's the whole point of the interview, debunking misinformation. CoffeeZilla makes clear that what Mr. Beast did isn't illegal, but it is shady.
I'm not even saying that this was an explicit pump and dump. I don't think we have enough evidence for that. But we do have evidence that this is extremely shady. You are crossing some influencer ethics here.
There's nothing nefarious there.
Yeah, it sold $2 million of the earn token.
Yes, obviously. It's like the most obvious comeback.
Yes, the fund did 20.
Oh, now, there it is. There's the fund. Hey, the fund did. You know whose name is on Eternity? Not the fund. It's Mr. Beast. That's why the criticism is here. It's Mr. Beast the whole way. It wasn't Nick Rose, the CEO, going, hey, guys, this rocket fund is investing in us. No. It's Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is supporting this drop through his charity, Team C's. I cannot understand why we can't get to a basic, like, hey, I'm taking the L on this one.
Jimmy has admitted that he's...
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. I don't understand why. Yeah, I don't get that either. I mean, CoffeeZilla's not wrong. I mean, yeah, he's not alleging that he's doing anything illegal. It's just pointing out the fact that it's sus as fuck. And it is. It sounds like it anyway. And his answers are not helping at all. It's sussy in the court of Baka. True. Sussy Baka, 100% golden apples. I agree.
He's watched CoffeeZilla's video on him raising concerns.
People who don't like me, like he said in the video, are not going to like me, and they're, going to run with it. People who do like me are going to be like, oh, it was managed by a fund, and Jimmy has answers for everything, which, I mean...
No, he doesn't.
No,
Wait,
no,
that's not
no,
what I
no,
said.
no.
I said if you want to believe Mr. Beast, there are scapegoats at every turn, which I do believe is true. You can just believe that, Jason Williams was in charge of everything. And I think that's probably somewhat true. Like, I think there's some truth to that, but not everything. That's the point.
Yet Jimmy just ignores CoffeeZilla. All the times he reached out, ignored. It's so funny to watch a whole interview where Jimmy's like, my biggest regret is not responding sooner.
I definitely would imagine that you would regret.
Thank you, Willie. Thank you. Thank you, Willie. You hit the nail on the head right there. 100%. Yes. That doesn't make any sense as to why you're circling around the actual answer and just not answering it truthfully. That doesn't make any sense. But yet, we're supposed to take you at your word with this interview that you did with Oompaville. Right? We're supposed to take you at your word, but yet you are being sussy as hell with the response to CoffeeZilla and not answering him. That doesn't make any sense. None.
Regret have not making a response early.
Oh,
right?
100%. I definitely could have handled it better. Like, I probably should have, like, the second I could have talked, like, I don't remember the exact date, 2 or 3 weeks ago when we put that report out. Probably should have done something like this right then. If I could go back in time, I would.
But then he doesn't respond to CoffeeZilla's questions. He doesn't respond to my questions. He tells Nick if he takes an interview with one person, then he has to do an interview with everyone. So he can't do it. Why? It's so dumb. Like, you obviously wouldn't have to do that. Now, I want to make clear, Jimmy not answering these questions does not mean he's guilty. But these demons will haunt him until he...
No, and I agree. It does not mean that he's guilty. Right? It does not mean that at all. But it is, again... I agree with what Willie's getting ready to say here, that the demons will haunt him until he does. Yes. Yes. CoffeeZilla ain't gonna give up on this. He's not gonna let this go. He's gonna want to know what the heck is going on with this. And I don't blame him.
He addresses it. Mr. Beast is suing Dogpack.
Are you gonna sue Dogpack?
And you can tell here, chat, with this reaction, that he either A, didn't want to answer this, or B, he really had to think about how he was going to approach this, which, fine, fair. Slight criticism, I guess. But, yeah, listen, just listen.
Well, there's tons of examples of him intentionally manipulating things to not be true and posting it online. Tons and tons and tons of that. It's just unfortunate. Like, I don't want to be put in this situation, but probably gonna have to.
Now, I have never supported suing another creator, but Dogpack has participated in so much defamation, he deserves it. Rosanna posted a response on
Hate to say that too, but they're not wrong. Not wrong at all. And they did this to themselves. 100%.
Twitter, now that Mr. Beast has responded after 4 months, I want to take a few days and see what his approach would be. It appears...
Oh, yeah, this tweet. Did you guys see this tweet from this dumb bitch? Listen to this. Now that Mr. Beast has responded after 4 months, I wanted to take a few days to see what his approach would be. Listen to this tweet.
These were his main steps. 1, a broad public statement from his lawyers. It wasn't really his lawyers, it was a third-party investigation, but whatever. 2, an expenses-paid trip for Soggy Cereal to interview Mr. Beast employees, also known as excess journalism. Soggy should have disclosed that he was flown out. But if the information is correct, why does it matter? What does it change? Engage with those points. 3, coordination.
Exactly. Yeah. Should Soggy have disclosed that information? Yes. But he didn't. Right? But that doesn't negate everything within his video, though.
With commentary channels with Mr. Beast, asking them to cover Soggy's video. I mentioned before, there's a large group of channels who coordinate behind the scenes to defend Jimmy. She is conflating 2 things. One of them is the Tea Party commentary group chat, which I was in. It has nothing to do with Jimmy. If it was, he would have answered my questions. She's just making it
Willie. The Tea Party group chat argument was so fucking dumb. It still is, even to this day. It's so dumb.
Mr. Beast did, however, separately DM commentary channel Soggy's video. I agree that it's cringe, but if the information is correct, what does it change? 4, a very favorable softball interview, also known as a puff piece. Okay, but what did Jimmy get wrong in it? She never engages. One thing you'll notice about this approach is not a single victim was interviewed across the hours of videos. Like who? Your Bones victims that Jimmy can't find? She doesn't have a single victim that isn't anonymous, besides Jake Weddle.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Jimmy's tried his best to make it right with him. Now, this whole drama is probably going to be pretty quiet for a while due to lawyers getting involved. And it's still a mess. Dogpack and Rosanna are liars, pushing disinformation, and because of their poor coverage, it's discredited the only victim Jimmy hasn't addressed. He might not have to now. Depending on how much charity you're willing to give Jimmy, this stuff along with the crypto might just seem like a reach that doesn't need to be addressed. But if you hate Jimmy, the silence is deafening. So tell me what you think. Subscribe to the channel, and bye.
No, and I agree. 100%. Yes. So there you go, chat. That was Mr. William Ackerson's video. W. Willie. W. Willie. I will have his video in the description, but again, go show him some love, go sub, go do all the wonderful things. Willie is amazing. He is so super cool. And in chat, yeah, I'm going to brag for a second. He liked my tweet about this stream for tonight. Yes, he did. And I was very happy to see that because I adore him and he's awesome. So yeah. Go show Mr. William Ackerson all the loves in the world. Now, you hear explosions from commentary community? Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, chat. So we're going to take a quick break here for just a minute. We are going to watch one more video. And it's a video that was released... When did he drop this? He dropped this yesterday. So, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to react to Gamma's video that he did on Rosanna Pansino. And I've actually seen this one, and it's really, really good, and he does a fantastic job with this, and so we're going to watch this too. So, figured that we could kill two birds with one stone and react to this and show Gamma some love. So, but, I will be right back. We're going to watch this here in just a minute. I'm going to take a quick potty break and go get some water. Hold on, give me 1 second here. Let me get some music pulled up here, chat, before we head out. Hold on, give me 1 minute here. So, okay. Be right back, chat. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks, get refills, whatever. We'll be back. Okay, chat. I's back. Alrighty. We all back now? One's in the chat if you're still with me. Still cooking? Cool. Awesome. Okay. All right. So, thanks, chat. Sorry about that. All right. So now, we are going to get into Mr. Gamma's video on Rosanna Pansino. Now, this is actually a really, really good video that he did. And Gamma has been getting the recognition that he deserves, and I'm very happy for him. So, we're going to go ahead and get started with this. And so, as you can see, chat, he's got a lovely background right here. Found out today that this was done by Miss Hellbent. Miss Hellbent did this for him, which actually is really, really cool. So, you think she gave him the car and the picture and everything, which is super, super cute. So, yeah. Xylee reacted to this earlier, and I think that I was able to catch a part of her stream when she was reacting to this, and I heard her say that Hellbent did this for him, and I think it's actually really cool. So, all right. So put a 1 in the chat if you are ready to watch this. It's only about 20 minutes or so, so this shouldn't be too long. I might even put it on normal, but yeah, I'll leave it the way it is. So, all right, let's go. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure the audio. I always gotta make sure my audio is set up properly. Hold on. There we go. All right, here we go.
Pansino, yet another opportunistic snake in the grass amidst the field of content we call the Mr. Beast drama. The reason I want to talk about Rosanna today is because this individual's opportunistic and deceptive behavior knows no shame, and because of that, also no bounds. At this point, there are so many of these smug, deceptive, manipulative, dishonest individuals that have used the Mr. Beast situation as an
So true, Gamma. So true. Right on point with that, sir.
Opportunity that we might as well make a whole series on this. Let's give some background real quick though for those of you who don't know or don't remember. Rosanna Pansino is one of those YouTubers that has been on the platform since the golden age of YouTube. You could reasonably compare her to people like Ryan Higa, Ray William, or maybe even Smosh. She's been a large YouTuber for quite some time, and because of this, she would go on to be recruited and featured by Mr. Beast in one of his influencer videos. In this video, Rosanna competed in hide and seek.
Oh yeah. So for those who do not know, most of you do, but Rosanna's been around for a very, very long time. So, yeah. I think she's considered to be one of the golden YouTubers of the golden age of YouTube or some bullshit like that. Yeah. Way to use that title, ma'am.
Placed in the top 3, but ended up being edited out into a lower position, or so she claimed. After the situation, rational creators assumed that she was starting drama over seemingly nothing, as she continued to push this narrative that Mr. Beast was a deceptive entity that would fake their videos by embellishing outcomes or giving certain people advantages to present a manufactured outcome.
It's just not fair, it's not right, and it happens, and misogyny is so... I used to not think of it. I used to be like, you know what, no, it's not, it's 2023, women are treated the same, but they're just not. And even someone at your level, with all your credentials, all your fame and following, if that's happening to you, you know, it's happening to so many other people, creators and non-creators and just women in general.
And I think I'm tired of being quiet about it because
You should be quiet, ma'am. I hate to say this, and I really hate to even say this. I feel even bad saying it, but you just need to just not talk about any of this at all. You just need to stop. I want to ask Mr. Beast if he knew then what a whiny, vindictive little biatch she is. Would he have let her win? He probably did. He probably did. I wouldn't be surprised. This one even got me. Because, again, I was such a huge fan of hers that it was, you know, I really liked her stuff. I really did. But then she had to do this nonsense. She's so dumb. She's dumb.
I think that's how it continues.
As a result, some people picked up the idea that Mr. Beast was sexist for editing Rosanna down in favor of an all-male podium finish. Additionally, Rosanna would release a music video amidst this drama, which did Rosanna no favors in terms of optics. Keep in mind, the hide-and-seek game was...
I remember that. Do you remember that, chat? Do you guys know what Gamma's referring to with this? One's in the chat if you know. Never trust a YouTuber. It's literally written in the Hussey University rulebook. True. Yeah, Lexinator knows what I'm talking about. Okay. Or what Gamma's talking about and what he's referring to. Yeah. Okay, so for those who do not know, so let me back up a little bit. For those who didn't hear it, Blue Jay, you didn't hear it? Okay, let me play it back here just a minute.
Some people picked up the idea that Mr. Beast was sexist for editing Rosanna down in favor of an all-male podium finish. Additionally, Rosanna would release a music video amidst this drama.
Okay, so she released a music video amidst all this in 2023, right? That video was a music video that she did for her, in remembrance of her father. That was a rendition of Bad Moon Rising. I believe that's what it was. And she released this literally within, I think, a couple of days of all of this popping off. Yeah, it looked horrible. It looked absolutely horrible. Keemstar called her out for it, and rightfully so.
Which did Rosanna no favors in terms of optics.
Yeah, so this is what she tweeted out in November of 23. I redact my apology to Mr. Beast of not settling things privately. I remember this. Based on recent new information and developments behind the scenes, I have learned that certain issues will never be quote-unquote handled privately. They will only be dismissed or covered up privately. Moving forward, I do promise to not drop an ill-timed music video, completely poor timing, my bad, and will word things more clearly in the future. Yeah, right. Turns out you didn't. You didn't keep that. You did not. You did not keep that promise at all. Never my intention to downplay anyone's experiences. Yeah, it is. I am just learning to find my own voice and to be a safe space for others. Her poor father, his poor memory has been used as a shield far too much. True. And I remember some of the videos that she did with her dad, where they would bake and do certain things. And it was really, really sad when, fans of hers found out that he had passed away. It was really sad, and it still is. But yeah, no, I agree. I 100% agree with you, Anstan.
Keep in mind, the hide-and-seek game was in 2021, which was 2 years before Rosanna broke her quote-unquote silence in October of 2023. While I can't...
Yep. The Mr. Beast, or that game, the hide-and-seek game, happened in 2021. She spoke up about it in 2023. Okay, my dear.
Can be argued that Rosanna did this opportunistically on timing alone. That simply is not enough for me. To me, that's just a vague tip of the iceberg in Rosanna's role in slandering, defaming, and facilitating misinformation against Mr. Beast over what appears to be a 3-year-long grudge for the sake of building a fresh new image for herself. A victim turned hero. Support my ideas of Rosanna.
A victim turned hero. Exactly, Gamma. Exactly. That's exactly what she did. He didn't deserve this. The smoke, get it? Yes, I get it. I get it.
And being a malicious and opportunistic fraud in this case, will connect the past with the present and go over Rosanna's lies and failure to report truthful information. With that being said, let's go over Rosanna's response to Mr. Beast's response posted on November 24 on Twitter. Rosanna Pansino says this: now that Mr. Beast has responded, in quotes, after 4 months, I want to take a few days to see what his approach would be. It appears these were his main steps. 1. A broad public statement from his lawyers, followed immediately by an expenses-paid trip for Soggy Cereal to interview Mr. Beast employees, also known as access journalism. What I don't like about Rosanna here is that she is already starting to load her rhetoric by highlighting that Soggy partook in quote-unquote access journalism, which is a term that describes coverage of VIPs such as celebrities rather than coverage of objectivity and fact-based information, which is incredibly ironic and a clear attempt to discredit Soggy while conveniently ignoring all of her own missteps in obfuscating information such as misreporting the Beast Games event and even slandering Chris Tyson and Mr. Beast's company of distributing CSAM. But it doesn't...
Exactly. Thank you, Gamma. Yes. Wow. That's exactly what she did. She's malicious. 100% malicious.
Just end there. Number 3, coordination with commentary channels with Mr. Beast asking them to cover soggy.
Yeah, coordination with commentary channels. Yeah, that's it. Oh, so that means that you didn't go into Nicholas Diorio's chat and start spamming and spurging out in Nicholas Diorio's chat and saying, where's Daddy Keem? Where's Daddy Keem? You can find my wiki feet and all this other nonsense. So you didn't do that? So that wasn't a coordination. That wasn't you coordinating with commentary channels, but commentary channels, you were, oh my God, you were so dumb. You were so dumb.
Video. As I mentioned before, there is a large group of channels who coordinate behind the scenes to defend Jimmy. This is now proven. I want to point something out here. Of course, Mr. Beast would want to spread that video around. To deny him that privilege.
Yes, Golden Apples. Yes. When I'll have to look up to see what date it was, but oh God, how long ago was this? Oh God, this was like maybe 3-4 weeks ago now. I'd have to go back and look at the exact date. But Nicholas Diorio was talking about this on a live stream, and she randomly popped in to Nicholas Diorio's chat and literally started asking and spamming for Daddy Keem and for Daddy Keem to come into the chat to talk to her, and mentioned something about her wiki feet randomly and all this other nonsense. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was literally completely random that she showed up in his chat. And of course, Nicholas Diorio being Nicholas Diorio ate it up, and yeah, rightfully so. I would have done the same thing. Absolutely. So dumb.
Privilege is directly hypocritical, as you yourself have in the past collaborated with large channels to add insight to your hide-and-seek story. Not to mention that this is a perfectly rational thing to do. Of course, you'd want lies levied against you to be cleared up by someone who fact-checked someone who is now known to be a largely dishonest fraud with an axe to grind. You accuse commentary channels of colluding with each other to defend Mr. Beast, but there is quite literally no evidence to suggest that anyone wanted to do this in the past 4 months, as it quite literally would have been career suicide to do so, as it went against the ongoing popular opinion. Additionally, it's incredibly ironic to say that, as you yourself have also been working behind the scenes with Dogpack, Jake Weddle, and who knows whom else to actively spread these defamatory allegations with coordinated lies and deception. I mean, look at who
100%. Yep. Look at this chat November 16th. Dogpack is the nicest dude ever. Look at this. And that is outside of Rosanna Pansino's house. That is in her backyard, actually. That is her backyard right there. Look who's there. She's an idiot.
who got invited to the set of Rosanna's new podcast after Dogpack was proven to be a malicious liar.
Yeah, her new podcast, Ridiculous. I haven't listened to it. I don't want to. The first episode is the episode where she smokes her dad. And she talks about her dad. And how that, oh God, it was so weird. So weird. It was absolutely cringe.
You know what they say, don't throw stones in glass houses. 4. A favorable softball interview with Oompaville, also known as a puff piece. Again, Rosanna, you can't be loading your rhetoric with these words, attempting to try to discredit these individuals if you yourself are guilty of constantly lying and pushing false information. One thing you'll notice about this approach is not a single victim was interviewed across the hours of videos. This approach closely mirrors what Jimmy's crisis management team Hilt 6 strategy.
And again, as Willie pointed out in the video that we just watched, what victims? What victims?
Did for Johnny Depp during his trial. You can watch more.
Wait a minute. Lexinator, are you serious? And she asked her mom about what's her body count? Oh, bruh. That is so unbelievably cringe. That is disgusting. I would never ask my own mother, or father for that matter, what their body count is. That is disgusting. No. Take a shot, guys. I said no over and over and over again. If you weren't here last night, that was a joke that Nerdy made. Oh wait, Nerdy's not here. We don't have to do it. Never mind. Anyway, that's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
More on this in the Netflix documentary Depp v. Heard. This is an insane manipulation technique used by Rosanna, appealing to emotion to try to get people to equate Mr. Beast's alleged wrongdoing to a case that involved repeated abuse and lies. Not to mention, you bring up quote-unquote victims, but who are these victims exactly? You're just leaving this open-ended, which will lead people to assume...
Yeah, exactly. Who were the victims, Rosanna? Who were the victims? You never listed any names. You just said that you received testimony from people who were at the Beast Games, allegedly, and you used that as fucking fact. You didn't mention any names. Now listen, I understand that there are people that want to redact names. I get that. But, again, given your history, right? And I would think that if they were a victim of Mr. Beast, and I think somebody pointed it out earlier, and I think Willie did too, that they would want to be made public, right? Because they would want to be known as that. Now, again, there are people that do want to remain anonymous in certain situations like that. Fine. But why? But yeah, again, it doesn't make any it doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense. None of it does. My source is I made it the fuck up. Exactly, Battle. Exactly.
That Mr. Beast is responsible for these potential cases: Chris Tyson's allegations, the Mr. Beast games, Jake Weddle, and other employees. But who exactly are you referring to in each of these cases? This is just, again, a loaded statement by Rosanna to cause paranoia about an issue that currently has no accurate measurability of severity. There's also this interaction between Rosanna Pansino and Nicholas Diorio that I want to include in this video. Rosanna says just some of the things that have happened because of people's coverage. 1. Jake Weddle compensated. 2. Mr. Beast finally having to respond to Mission Flight after not responding for at least 8 months. 3. Bigger crew hired for Mr. Beast games after the disastrous Las Vegas shoot. 4. Jimmy admitted to them digitally removing and altering a hospital in a charity video. 5. Jimmy admitted allowing fake signatures. Now finally offers a refund years later. 6. Internal investigation. Leads to firing or removing of several high-level executives, including his CEO, and more. Nicholas then responds with 1. Jake Weddle was already compensated for the parts of the challenge he completed.
Nicholas Diorio for the win, ladies and gentlemen, like always. This is Gamma reads it, but yeah. I remember seeing this. This was about 3 days ago, yeah. This was on the 24th, and I remember seeing this from Nick. Nick was all over it. And rightfully so. Oh, man.
2. This was a clear oversight and you're wording it like he tried to scam them, LMFAO. 3. There's no evidence anything you've done contributed to a larger crew for a different shoot. 4. You massively misrepresented the significance of this edit. 5. This is not what he admitted, and that's not why the refunds were offered. 6. The internal investigation was launched because of the Ava allegations, something you can't possibly pretend to take credit for.
Exactly. Yes. Get her, Nick. Fucking get her. Oh, God.
Also want to cover Lava's response to Rosanna because Lava is one of the individuals that was false.
Oh, I saw Lava's responses on Twitter. Ooh, they're brutal. They are brutal.
Assumed to be a victim of Chris Tyson. And Lava says, don't you fucking dare take credit for the internal investigation or act like you spearheaded any of this. How insane are you? You are so absolutely full of yourself. Address your friend lying about everything. Lava also made a quote tweet where he said,
Yep. In the Rosanna Pansino podcast, they are playing Truth or Drink with her sister and her mom after smoking and getting high with her dad weed. And that was what Rosanna asked her mom. Oh, fucking hell. Listen. If anybody, and I've said this before, if anybody wants to participate in the ganja, whether it's smoking it, whether it's gummies, whether it's, whatever, fine, do you. THC drops, whatever it is. Now that's out, around, okay? Do you. Participate in it. Who cares, right? But I would never, ever, I don't care how high or drunk or whatever I would be, I would never ask my own mother what her body count is. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There ain't no fucking way. Funnily enough, you're having the same reaction to it as Chud. Did he? Well, I didn't know that, Anne, but okay, I'll take your word for it. That's funny. Her mom drank the wine and didn't answer. Well, yeah, they were filming and they were on. I would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That'd be my response. Oh God, it's so. But yeah, no. Anyway, back to Lava's tweet. So yeah, Lava called her ass out, and rightfully so. But it gets better.
Says this dumbass is in damage control. I have no respect for her or Dogpack after they continue to bring up the situation regarding me and their money farming videos. After my situation was investigated by million-dollar lawyers. The fact that they clickbait what they thought is CP and still have the video up after it's been disproven. People like Rosanna do not care about what actually is going on, but only about their view count in a half-assed podcast. You deserve to be edited out of that video that started this. Her actions have single-handedly ruined possible allegations, if there are any, making real victims of CP feel like they will just be clickbait. You are a scum and deserve any legal action that will be taken against you. And Lava
100%. 100%. Yes. Lava hit it. Lava 100. Lava W. Lava W. She is scum and deserves any legal action or repercussions for what she has done. Absolutely. Now, it's like I said earlier. Some could argue that Ro is more liable, or Rosanna is more liable. Ro, listen to me. That Rosanna is more liable, or Dogpack could be more liable. Right? But again, still, the fact remains. She deserves to get sued too. Absolutely. 100%.
of CP feel like they will just be clickbait. You are a scum and deserve any legal action that will be taken against you. And Lava is absolutely correct. This type of dishonest and opportunistic behavior just ruins the possibility of any real victims being taken seriously now that there is so much doubt in people's minds. Also, there's the very real possibility that people will take after their example and conduct dangerous and ill-executed exposés in the future. People that will think it's perfectly fine to show censored CSAM to thousands of people. Hell, I mean, people like Cam Nuggets exist. And now that we're on Rosanna's opportunistic tendencies, let's cover just how opportunistic she really is. While I can't directly prove that Rosanna has been opportunistic in the past, utilizing the hide-and-seek example, I can, however, point out how it has been in her best interest to cover and sensationalize the ongoing story with Mr. Beast, no matter how wrong her information can get. As we can—
Well, yeah, because she's never covered anything like this before. And I think I mentioned that in one of the streams that we did. So, she's never done anything, she's never covered stories like this before. She's never done anything like this before. But it ain't working out. I can tell you that right now. It is not working out at all. Nope.
can see from her yearly statistics, after a large decline from January and then March, we started seeing her stats rise again in July, which lines up directly within the same time frame in which she began covering the Mr. Beast game story, as we can see from this spike here, dated July 22nd through July 29th. It should be important to mention here that at the time, the Beast game story wasn't nearly as much of a hot topic as the allegations levied against Chris Tyson or Mr. Beast's company, which were an ongoing story for the past week at this time. There's also another important detail here. Rosanna's coverage began just 2 days after Dogpack's first video dropped, where Dogpack levied some serious allegations.
Ooh. That's interesting, chat. Sorry, chat. I was taking a bite of pizza. That's rather interesting. Well, that kind of answers that question a little bit. And that kind of solidifies a little bit more for me there.
Claiming that Mr. Beast had very shady business practices, which by now we know were mostly false allegations or heavily exaggerated claims. Rosanna would go on to cover this story for the next 2 weeks, and in her coverage, she propped herself up as a figure of authority that was getting direct information from contestants. How true this is, it's really hard to tell. There are—
What kind of pizza? It's a Jack's pizza, and it's like a spicy pepperoni. I don't know, I haven't had it before, but it's really good. It's kind of cold. I gotta go heat it up. But it's pepperoni with like red onion, red pepper flakes, and I think there's something else on there. Oh, and sausage, spicy sausage. It's actually really good. It's not bad.
There are some other instances of her coverage, such as TikTok posts, where she levied what is now claimed to be false reports of women with broken bones.
To make things worse, men started realizing that they could take out the women without being eliminated. Guys started tackling and hitting women. 2 girls were tackled and passed out on the field and were dragged off to continue filming. I saw people with broken bones, stitches, etc., and most were women.
However, something interesting here is that Rosanna didn't particularly validate these allegations and ran them as if they were direct stories of what actually occurred on set. I also want to note here that Rosanna claims this production was not unionized, which again is false, assuming you want to take Mr. Beast at his word.
It's IATSE Cruise. Now, I'll have more info on this in the future, but a higher up in the industry who I trust more than anything, literally, you guys, I trust him with my life, and I know that sounds dramatic, but that's truly how I feel about this person. They said that Jimmy and his team specifically requested that Beast Games be non-union. This is for a few reasons. Mainly so Jimmy wouldn't have to pay the crew benefits, but also these unions require very strict safety guidelines.
People.
Okay. If you claim to trust this person, then why don't you name them? Why wouldn't they want to be named? Just asking.
Have claimed like we didn't use unions because I didn't want to pay people fair money, when that was just a flat out lie. We did use unions, and like that there are dozens of broken bones, and which is like crazy to think that I'd be like, oh, 10 people broke their bones, let's keep filming, you know what I mean? Like that doesn't even make sense. After like that claim came out, like we literally called 1,950 contestants of the 2,000. We couldn't get hold of all 2,000. I couldn't find a single broken bone. Yeah, online is being claimed there's dozens. I mean, there's so much or even disinformation like that being spread.
It's funny because Rosanna likes to talk about other people's journalistic practices, yet she herself partook in sensationalism, covering unvetted stories that could have been exaggerated or outright wrong. Also, something funny that I'd like to mention, she didn't just post these on TikTok, she posted these across multiple different platforms, including YouTube and Facebook, which contributed to a lot of viewership. At least for that last week of July, that is. Rosanna continued her coverage on Mr. Beast.
Oh yeah, I bet that she saw numbers. I bet that she saw them just climb up and up and up and up and up after she started covering all of this. She's a fucking grifter. That's grifter behavior. Yeah, that's doing it dishonestly too.
For the following months, posting video after video going over more and more Mr. Beast allegations. A trend you'll notice here is that at this point, her coverage on Mr. Beast now far surpassed viewership she received across any.
Yep, look at this, guys. Look at this. So these are the current videos that she's had as of like the last couple of months, right? She did this one, which is recreating celebrity $27 whatever smoothies at home. And then the Mr. Beast stuff happened, right? Look at that. Hold on, chat. Let me click out of this here. So, hold on, give me 1 second. So yeah, these videos down here below that he shows, this one has 195K. That one has, let me see. That one has, I can't tell. I can't tell. I'm not going to say. This Walmart versus Vons, no idea what this is. Has 188. At least that's a 188K maybe, but still. I bought mini nostalgia toys that actually work. That had 147. Mr. Beast is Dangerous, 634. These other ones here. Mr. Beast is a Criminal. Leaked video, 1.5 million. KHuck want the latest Nerdy Nummies cookbook? No, thank you. No, thank you, dear. I'm good. I am A-okay on that. And actually, I said it before, I actually do have her cookbook. The first one, the Nerdy Nummies one. But yeah, no, no, I'm done with her after all this. Absolute garbage. Absolute garbage.
the other video. So it should come to no surprise that she actually made a statement claiming she was now interested in covering not just kitchen content, but also drama content, as it was always her dream to be a journalist. How about that? As we can see on the graph here again, we see that there are brief spikes here to compensate for another low point. What are these videos, you may be asking? Well, they're both videos on Mr. Beast.
Can you tell if she actually wrote it or was it a ghostwriter? Ancien, I truthfully don't know. I do not know. It's been a minute since I've actually looked at that cookbook, to be honest with you. So, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, who knows?
Where Rosanna implies Mr. Beast is a dangerous individual by hyper-focusing on moral outrage bait. To summarize real quick this video here, Rosanna simply reacted to DogPack's video in regards to James Warren and LaKoya Hill. Despite her cringe reactions and inputs, I have to be fair and say that she didn't really do anything egregious here, but just react and offer some tame thoughts, which honestly is better than I can say for Pegasus coverage on this story. However, I do want to play this clip here because
okay, so once in the chat if you guys know who Pegasus is. Because I really don't know who Pegasus is, to be honest with you. Apparently they're another creator that has covered Mr. Beast quite a bit, I guess. I'm not sure for how long. I don't know of him very well. I just know that he's involved in this and somehow because his name got brought up recently. So, yeah, that's the extent of my knowledge about Pegasus, to be honest with you. But Gamma goes into it here with what happened with him.
Because I find it funny how she still seems to be holding on to this grudge several years later.
I'm just wondering, what else are they deleting? Creator Games 3 footage? But as you guys know, I'm currently undefeated.
Creator Games 3 footage? Gee, I wonder why you would bring that up, ma'am. You are so fucking bitter, it's not even funny. Oh, God, you are so dumb. Over a goddamn hide-and-seek game, chat. That still boggles my mind. Over a hide-and-seek game. It's unbelievable to me. Unbelievable.
Against Logan Paul in the game Hide and Seek.
This video here in particular is when things start taking a turn for the worst in Rosanna's coverage, and based on the timeline of events is when we start seeing Rosanna going mask off.
In my opinion, it is clear as day that Jimmy has a gambling problem. I am sympathetic to gambling addiction.
It's clear as day that he has a gambling problem? How so, ma'am? How so?
I actually know someone in my personal life who suffers from this, but he's not just hurting himself. He is exposing children to gambling. And I've also heard it's even escalating more. I've heard from Beast Game contestants that it feels like he's gambling with their lives. And based on the amount of injuries they've told me in private, I could see why they think that. Again, I am sympathetic to gambling addiction, but it becomes a bigger problem because I have heard from multiple people close to Jimmy that he pressures his friends and his employees to gamble.
This is more sensationalism, more embellishments of reality, more disgusting hyperbole. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like, what? Do you have any facts to... No, you don't. You don't have any facts to back that up with. It's nothing but... It's... Again, and I've mentioned this before, and I think that other people have brought this up too. It's a trust me, bro. It's a trust me, bro. That's exactly what this is. That's exactly what she's trying to do. And has been trying to do now for over a fucking year. It's been over a year since all of this first started. It's ridiculous. She's taking things like this and she's expanding on it and saying, oh, I know for a fact that he has a gambling addiction. Bitch, you don't know fucking shit. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely dog shit journalism that will only lead people to assume the worst thing of an individual. It's obviously meant to strike outrage without offering definitive information. Rosanna chooses her words carefully. She knows what to say to frame it in the worst ways possible. It's called doublespeak. She could be offering part of the truth here while also using the phrase gambling with people's lives in the Mr. Beast game situation because it only helps drive this nail further she's got on Mr. Beast. And issues like these and misframings occur so often across most of Rosanna's coverage on Mr. Beast, which makes her an incredibly deceptive and dishonest individual that honestly you shouldn't be paying any attention to if you've been following her for any amount of time. Anyways, to keep this video shorter than 20 minutes, let's go back to the graph. Look at this huge spike in October. I wonder where this could have possibly come from. That's right, it's the video where she and Dogpack slandered and falsely accused Chris Tyson and Mr. Beast company of distributing what they believe to be CSAM. On top of the moldy Lunchly video, I have to be clear.
Yeah, and also, guys, he mentioned it earlier, and I meant to bring this up, but I just thought of it. I apologize. For those who are not familiar with Gamma, and this is your first time listening to one of his videos, go look on his channel, which I was going to do anyway and promote him. But watch the Cam Nuggets video that he did about, and Rosanna gets brought up here too. Watch the Cam Nuggets video the Cam Nuggets video that he did about this. Yeah. Because he brings up this argument to Cam Nuggets, and Cam Nuggets just does not get it at all. Shocker there. But yeah, I highly recommend you guys watch that. It'll make your brain hurt, but it's worth it because Gamma brings up very, very good points in that video.
Here because somehow that got more views than that video. The biggest issue here is that this entire video was misframed and responsible for spreading some of the harshest lies in this entire situation. In this video, Rosanna and Dogpack claimed that this was a work group chat. However, if Dogpack did an ounce of research and read the beginning of these logs, which he claimed he was going to release in full and was currently censoring for release, he would have realized that this was in fact not a work group chat. On top of that, they falsely claimed something was CP, which led to the belief that Chris and MrBeast's company were in possession of something so disgusting. There were also rumors that stemmed from this video, such as MrBeast being into cannibalism over the discussion of a stupid meme. And the video is still up, not taken down, even though it's featured a significant amount of misinformation and even implicated Lava GS of being endangered for winning a CSGO knife of all things.
And the person that Ava is accused of grooming, she met through MrBeast. Lava, who's the person Ava's accused of grooming, won a MrBeast giveaway. The giveaway was also a knife, which is bizarre because he was, 13 at the time?
That is so dangerous. That knife?
Yeah, they didn't know about this?
I don't think you can buy a knife if you're 13.
No. Having researched the Discord logs personally myself to scour for evidence, having read interactions between Lava and the members of this Discord, I find it appalling that someone like Dogpack, who is self-proclaimed only interested in the truth, continues to smear Lava as an alleged victim. Again, if Dogpack did an ounce of research going through those Discord logs, which apparently he did.
Yeah, and again, it's just malicious behavior in general. 100%. It's just absolutely malicious. I mean, we can turn it on her since she bakes cakes that appeal to children. She's exposing and contributing to the childhood obesity problem in this country. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Which is more detrimental to to child's well-being. And Raj, you mean she appeals to kids and puts CP on her own channel? And now parents are going to be asked what vor is. True. Very, very true. And I've said this before. I only know what vor is now, and thanks to Scumbagovich. Thanks to Scumbagovich, I now know what vor is, and I didn't want to know that. But you know what, though? If I were to learn it and what it is from anybody, I would prefer her. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. See, it's all in how you spin it. True. I just love watching these fools fight each other in a retarded death spiral. I do too, big dude. I do too. It's amazing. This year has been insane with all of the drama and whatnot. And you know what? And I think it was Nerdy that brought this up. We need to have a tier list created of all the dramas this year. We do. Someone needs to get on that if they're not already. It needs to happen.
He would have come to the rational conclusion that Chris Tyson did not, in fact, groom anyone. Yet, Rosanna platform and continues to associate with such a malicious individual over what exactly? This leads me to my conclusion. Rosanna is an opportunistic scumbag who jumped on the opportunity to expose MrBeast in an attempt to get back at him after the hide-and-seek situation. And I find this incredibly funny because literally a few weeks before releasing this video, around the beginning of October, Rosanna brought up her statement again. Why would she do this? Who knows exactly, but I have my suspicions. Additionally, I want to point out her blatant hypocrisies in regards to questioning the ethics of other individuals, such as Soggy Cereal, yet not abiding by any journalistic standards herself. Furthermore on this, Rosanna in the past made a statement regarding Colleen Ballinger, an individual who was also accused of grooming a minor that had proven—
Oh! Yeah, I forgot about this, chat. This gets brought up. So there was an argument to be made that she was involved with the— well, not involved. Hold on, let me back up a little bit. So back in November of 2023, when the Colleen Ballinger stuff happened, let's play back to what Gamma says here. It's a very good point.
Why would she do this? Who knows exactly, but I have my suspicions. Additionally, I want to point out her blatant hypocrisies in regards to questioning the ethics of other individuals, such as Soggy Cereal, yet not abiding by any journalistic standards herself. Furthermore on this, Rosanna in the past made a statement regarding Colleen Ballinger, and
Yeah, exactly. In the past, she made a statement about Colleen Ballinger. Now, for those who do not know, now again, it's been a minute since I've talked about this. I'm probably missing some stuff here when I bring it up, but here we go. So, Rosanna had worked with Colleen quite a bit and had her on her show on Nerdy Nummies, and she also worked with her on this other show called Escape the Night, which is a show that was on YouTube Red. It was a show that was ran by Joey Graceffa and his boyfriend at the time. I think his name was Danny or Daniel. I can't remember his last name right now or the life of me. But irregardless, Rosanna was on all of those, or almost all of those episodes, if not, a good chunk of them, if not all of them, okay? When this stuff came out about Colleen Ballinger last year, she made a statement on Twitter. I remember seeing this. Wasn't that the woman with the ukulele? Colleen? Yes. The toxic gossip train? Yes, that was her. So she tweets out about this, right? This is her whole statement right here. Right? Listen to what Gamma says about this.
an individual who was also accused of grooming a minor that had provable evidence in regards to her speaking inappropriately to said minor. In this statement, she basically says that there are two sides to the story and that we should not peer pressure her into speaking before she is ready. Well, it's funny you say that, Rosanna, considering you weren't ready to consider the story regarding Chris Tyson's messages, Mr. Beast, while ramping up the pressure of him addressing all of the allegations. And
Hypocrisy 101 right there. Yep. God, that was so bad. But again, that was, and I kind of made this argument before though too, when we were covering her initially, that I think truthfully that was her first taste of, to a degree, of drama. And since then, she decided to jump on that toxic gossip train. I hate to use that term, but it's true. At least, again, that's just my opinion. So, I could be wrong, but it seems to fit.
And before I end off, let's not forget the countless errors, sensationalism, and outright poor journalism that Rosanna has been responsible for.
Oh yeah, that song is catchy as hell. It is. That's why Mike the Bike made a parody of it. Other people have made a parody of it. You know, it is a great song. It's a catchy ass song, but the reasons why that song is so fucking catchy and why all of that transpired is horrible. Absolutely horrible. I remember last year when that video dropped and my jaw dropping the minute that I saw it. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. It was so bad.
Spreading over the past 4 months, something that she has yet to correct over what I consider to be an opportunistic grudge she holds against Mr. Beast. That's all I got for today. Later.
So there you go, chat. That's Gamma's video on Rosanna Pansino. Go show him all the loves there too, chat. Go sub to him. That was fantastic. Thank you again, Gamma. That was another banger. 100%. Go sub to him. There's the link. Go show him all the loves too. Alright, chat. Well, that's all that I had for tonight. Let me just double check something here real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. 1 second. There was a tweet. Badwick. Yeah. No, that's all that I had for tonight. There you go. We got to everything. Woohoo! So yeah, again, not only would the links be here in the chat, but the links to both Willie's video and to Gamma's video will be in the description. Again, go show them all the loves, go show them all the support. So, anyway, chat, so we're going to go ahead and head out for tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming out here tonight. I greatly, greatly appreciate every single one of you. I am planning on being back on Friday, if all works out well. We'll see. But don't leave just yet, chat. Don't leave just yet. I'm going to have you raid to somebody. 1 second here. Give me 1 second, chat. Oh, I gotta figure out how to do that. Okay, never mind. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? I am going to have you raid the op block. Go raid the op block, peoples. Go raid them. Or, if you want to, I will also give you the link to go raid Mike the Bike. Mike the Bike is also live as well, too, and he deserves all the love. So, take your pick as to who you want to go raid. But yeah, we're going to raid both. Why not? Go raid both. So yeah, go show them all the loves. Go show them all the support. You guys have a fantastic rest of your night. Have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. And we will talk to you all hopefully on Friday. Bye, chat. Thanks again.